Ohio Bobcat baseball is on the air.
There it is. Fly ball to the left. Way back, and that ball is gone. A grand slam home run.
Bobcat Baseball 2024 is brought to you by Love That Blue, Union Street Diner, Holzer Health System, Steak and Shake, and by the Hugh White family of dealerships.
The Bobcats are the story in the Mid-American Conference. This story is still being written.
The Diamond Cats are also brought to you by McDonald's, Parmar Stores, Chick-fil-A, People's Bank, and by the Pigskin Bar and Grill. Now, let's go out to the ballpark.
Swing and a miss, strike three, and a fist pump and a yell.
Here's the voice of the Bobcats.
Paint this one green and white. Ohio wins.
Russ Eisenstein.
The final midweek matchup of the season is a regional rivalry, pitting two teams that are separated by 80 miles. We've come down to the end of the line, this first of the final 4 games of the season, and Ohio trying to split the season series with another team that wears a different shade of green. Ohio trying to close strongly after winning the series at Miami this past weekend. They're trying to make sure that their rivals do not sweep them in midweek action coming up tonight. On a cloudy, humid, but pleasant Tuesday evening in Southeast Ohio at Bob Wrenn Stadium in Athens, it's time for Bobcat Baseball. It is 16-30 Ohio University and the 17-34 Marshall University Thundering Herd. Ohio comes into the ball game after the win over Miami on Sunday, coming back from down 10-3. And Ohio won the ball game 12-11. Ohio lost the midweek matchup last week at Marshall 7-4. The Herd comes in after taking one game in their weekend series at James Madison. Ohio's on the outside looking into the back tournament. They will not play in Avon. Marshall still has a mathematical pulse. It's not a real strong one, but they are still mathematically alive for the upcoming Sun Belt tournament. 6 teams go to the MAC tournament. Ohio won't be in that. 10 teams go to the Sun Belt tournament, the Herd trying to be in that. Tonight we have a matchup of Luke Borer for Ohio and Chad Heiner for Marshall. We'll talk about them as we move forward here tonight. Ohio comes in after that 12-11 win over Miami on Sunday, and we'll start off the rewind supported by Parmar Stores. Middle of the ball game and a key moment of the game. Ohio was down 10-3. But Miami in the 5th inning had runners on 2nd and 3rd and nobody out and didn't score. If there isn't a Parmar store near you now, hold up. There might be one near you very soon. They might be breaking ground tonight. Here's how it sounded, and then we'll visit with head coach Craig Moore.
1-2 from Knapschafer. Swinging a bouncing ball right side of the infield. Finney has that. Leaps and throws to first in time. They got out of it. That's a big-time effort by Tim Knapschafer. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, and nothing but ground outs the rest of the way. If Ohio could come back here, that's going to be a big inning to point back to. 10-3 Miami, we go to the 6th. Bouncing ball through the left side hole, base hit A.J. Roush. He has had a really good series here. It is 10-4. Finney scores from 3rd. To 2nd goes Carl. Roped on the ground to 3rd. Played on a hop Dolan. Goes to 2nd. Finney 1. On to 1st to Bryce Smith. It's a double play. Well turned. Played Sweet Caroline, but they never got to the chorus. We're in the 8th. 10-4. Miami with the lead. First pitch swinging. Bouncing ball through the right side. And into right field. Bryce Smith leads it off with a single. High and wide. Ball 4. Bases loaded walk. It is 10-5. Throw is all the way through to the plate and late. Ohio gets a run. It is 10-6. That's the first out of the inning. Payoff pitch 1 gone. Ohio down 4. Roush with the bases loaded. Bounces in. Ball 4. Bases loaded walk. It is 10-7 now. The 3-1 pitch to Ohio's catcher, Trey Cassidy. Low and away. Ball 4. It's 10-8. Oh, man. 1 gone in the inning. 4 already in. Sacks packed with cats again. That shadow of the beam at the top of the screen is now right in the middle of that red and white M behind home plate. Not a hint of a breeze right now. We're at the top of the hour. And bells going off here to signify that on this beautiful campus. And the league's best rivalry, oldest rivalry, most played rivalry. A little bit of a breeze jostles Old Glory behind the 400 marker in straightaway center. 2-2 pitch with 2 gone. That hit him. It's 10-9. Tosses the bat away, runs down to first. Bryce Smith hit by a pitch. Carl scores. Roush to third. Cassidy to second. On at first is Smith. Both teams have a run for every hit they have. 9-9 for Ohio, 10-10 Miami. Line drive left field on the run and dropping the ball is Arlingo. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. Here comes 3. Throw to the plate is there and late. It is a bases clearing double for Nick Dolan, and Ohio has an 8-run 8th to lead this thing 12-10. The Battleback Bobcats have done just that. 12-10 Cats as they've come all the way back. Nick Dolan with a 3-run double. Ohio leads by 2 now, and they're 6 outs away from another series win in the Battle of the Baseball Bricks. And then it's off to the YMCA. You never know what's going to happen in baseball. This is the greatest game ever. 0-1 pitch. Tap foul at the plate. Sports, and particularly baseball, the greatest movie, the greatest musical, the greatest opera, the greatest everything. Because you never know what's going to happen. Whatever, you could watch Goodfellas 100 times, and you know what's going to happen. It's not going to change. You could watch The Sopranos all day long, every day, but you know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen here. Coming in is Carl, and he makes the catch, and Olsen says, oh no, you're not going to score. And he marches to the dugout. He's got the stuff of a Cat closer. 12-10, we go to the 9th. How about this? Oh, it's slider, 1 gone. Olsen on the strikeout, his third. 1-2 pitch. Line drive to right, gets down for a base hit. Tying runner on. 2-2. Chopper towards the right side. Smith well off the bag. Shovel toss to Olsen. He's beat. It's an infield single. Swing and a pop-up. This is into right. This is going to be a tough play with the sun. Neuer there. Under it. Makes the catch. Tagging at second and going to third without a play there is Keels. First and third, 2 gone, bottom 9. And amazingly, the game has allowed Zach McDonald to bat now. McDonald has 20 home runs. He has 61 runs batted in. McDonald came into the weekend 6th in the MAC in hitting. He is the top home run hitter in the MAC. Corners the runners, 2 gone. There is a base open. It's just not first base. Swing and a pop-up. Shallow right towards the line. Neuer comes in. Back goes Smith. Bryce has it. Ball game. Painted green and white. Ohio wins. Ohio wins. Ohio wins. Happy Mother's Day. Ohio wins. 12-11 the final score. Ohio bet on itself with first base open against one of the league's best hitters, and they got the out to win the game. Final score, Ohio 12, Miami 11. Ohio wins the Battle of the Bricks again.
Midweek game night at Bob Brennan Stadium. It's Ohio and Marshall. Time to visit with head coach Craig Moore. How fun was the series win? How fun was Sunday for you and your ball club?
Yeah, it was a huge series win. Obviously, anytime you get a series, especially against your rivalry, your rival, it meant a lot, to the guys. And I was really proud of the guys, just the way they stuck with the games and played all the way to the end. And we were able to scratch and claw a little bit and had a big inning there in the 8th. And, Luke was able to shut it down at the end.
Going to go a little bit early tonight, so we'll give you the starting lineups as the national anthem already done here at Bob Brennan. Ohio and Marshall. The Bobcats are 16-30, 17-34. The Herd leading off for Marshall. The center fielder, Cam Harthen. Hitting second, the catcher, Owen Ayers. 3-hole shortstop, Gio Ferrarer. Hitting cleanup, the first baseman, Caden Kaiser. Third baseman, A.J. Havrilla hits fifth. Elijah Vogelsong's a left fielder, hitting sixth. DH Ethan Murdoch batting seventh. In the eighth spot, right fielder, Callan Smith. And rounding out the lineup and playing at second base is Trey Hondras. On the mound for the Herd is Chad Heiner, right-handed pitcher, 6 foot 190, fifth year out of Huntington and Cabell Midland High School. He's 1-6 with a 7.71 ERA. Now for head coach Craig Moore and the Bobcats, leading off and playing at shortstop is J.R. Nelson. Two-hole second baseman Alex Finney. In the three spot tonight is left fielder Caleb Carl. Cleanup, DH A.J. Roush. Hitting fifth, the catcher is Trey Cassidy. In the sixth spot for the Bobcats is third baseman Nick Dolan. Batting seventh, first baseman Bryce Smith. In the eight hole, the center fielder Paulie Mancino. And rounding out the lineup and playing in right field is Ben Slanker. On the mound for the Bobcats tonight is Luke Bohr. Bohr, right-handed pitcher, redshirt junior, 6 foot 195. Bohr comes in with a record of 1-3 with a 7.96 ERA. He does have 3 saves this year. It is meeting 177 all-time between the Cats and the Herd. The baseball river rivalry is renewed tonight. The first one misses upstairs. We go 2 minutes early tonight because, of course, we do. At 5:58, game time temperature 69 degrees. Gentle breeze of 3 miles per hour out of the east, and Old Glory isn't even moving in right field. 2-0 the count on Cam Harthen, their center fielder. A .325 hitter has 2 home runs and 15 runs batted in. Left-handed batter wears 25, and the next one misses upstairs. It is 3-0. Bobcats lost last week in Huntington, 7-4. Ohio had a 3-1 lead going into the bottom of the sixth and didn't score again, with the exception of 1 run in the eighth. Ohio lost by 3. 3-1 the count on the Herd's best hitter, Cam Harthen. That's fouled off over the screen and out of play. Final midweek game of the year, final week of the year. Ohio will not be going to the MAC tournament. Bobcats outside of the top 6. The Herd clinging to some sort of life to try to get to Montgomery. Called strike 3. Harthen must have been looking for something else because he took a fastball right down Court Street. First strikeout of the ball game for Bohr. Strikeout number 42 for his season. And here's one of the top doublers in the country, Owen Ayers. Ayers has 23 doubles in back-to-back seasons. That's a school record in a season. And he's trying to beat the record that he had last year. He is third in the country in doubles. First one misses outside. It's 1-0. How often do you see a catcher have 23 doubles, and let alone in back-to-back seasons? Pop-up foul, third base side, out of play. Just a handful of folks on hand tonight. OHSAA softball going on at the softball complex tonight, and so you might hear some ambient noise from there. 1-1 the count as the DJ intervened in this encounter between Ayers and Bohr. 1-1 with 1 gone, nobody on, just underway, and the pitch misses outside. It is 2-1. Defensively for Ohio, it's Carl in left, Mancino in center, Slanker in right. Dolan, Nelson, Finney, Smith on the infield. Next one misses up and away, and Bohr has gone 3-1 on the first 2 hitters. Battery of Trey Cassidy, who caught every game at Miami, and Luke Bohr, the Perrysburg, Ohio native. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Ayers went down on his back knee to try to swing that over the convo, and he came up empty. It's 3-2. Lights onto the ballpark, just a little gentle breeze. Payoff pitch, slapped down the line and right, foul towards the softball complex. 3-2 the count. Meeting 177 between these two schools that are separated by around 80 miles. And depending on how you get from Huntington to Athens or Athens to Huntington, it might take you about an hour 45, hour and a half if you're really speeding. Bouncing ball to the first base dugout, and a good bare-handed play by one of the Herd on the railing over there. We'll do it again at 3-2. Just depends on where you cross the river. If you go a little further in Ohio, or if you cross and then drive most of the way in West Virginia. Next one hit Ayers on his right leg, and so the Herd gets a one-out base runner here for Gio Ferraro, their shortstop. 235 hitter, 4 homers, and 18 runs batted in. Ohio is the all-time edge in the series, 123-53. Squared to bunt, pulled it back, and he takes a strike. It is 0-1. Two teams split the season series last year. Ohio won in Huntington 7-2. Bobcats lost in Athens 8-6. One gone, runner at first, top of the first. Marshall and Ohio, and a throw to first chases Ayers back. Marshall comes in after taking just one game at James Madison over the weekend, winning 11-7 in the finale. 0-1, roped to left, in for a base hit. Ayers up to second. So Ferraro on with a single, and here's Caden Kaiser. First baseman hitting .250. 3 homers and 19 runs batted in. First and second, the runners here. This is a Herd ball club that is last in fielding and hitting in the Sun Belt. They're last in runs in the Sun Belt, too. It's a 14-team league, and they are the 14th best offense. Ohio, by comparison, 6th in the MAC in hitting, 10th in pitching, 7th in fielding. Left-handed batter Kaiser takes a popping strike on a fastball from Borer. If you look at the numbers, and we could do that in a midweek game where you can just kind of broad stroke it. I mean, they're hitting .231, but their ERA is under 6 at 5.88. There's a strike. So you would then surmise that Marshall needs to hit the ball a little better, right? 0-2 the count. That just missed outside. Matt Nieders, the home plate umpire. Randall Nieders at first. If they're not related, that would be crazy. Jim Scally is the third base umpire tonight. 1-2 the count, 1 gone. Low and away, 2-2. I mean, the pitching numbers for Marshall's pretty good. They've got a couple of guys that are right up there as far as strikeouts in the Sun Belt. Line drive, right center field, hit pretty well to his right. Slanker dives for it, and he didn't make the catch, or did he? Apparently he did, rounding third and trying to score on a 2-base tag? Or is that a single to right center and 2-run score? Yes, it dropped in. It is 2-0 Marshall, unless it's an out. No, it is a catch. They appealed the tag play at second. It was a 2-base tag, and it's 1-0 Marshall. Craig Moore is going to come out of the dugout. We don't have a monitor in the booth, so it was tough to see if it was a catch. I looked out to the umpire to see if he signaled if it was a catch or not. Apparently it was a catch, and it's a 2-base tag for Owen Ayers. So he's one of the top doublers in the country, and he took 2 bases there on a tag. 1-0 Marshall with 2 gone in the inning. Back to first is Ferraro. Slanker made a heck of a play. It was a crumpled dive. It wasn't a full-on headlong dive. He went down on 2 knees to make the catch, apparently plucked it over the turf, and I had to look to see if it was a catch or an out. And then it was a 2-base tag for Ayers, and that's how Marshall gets a run. Craig Moore out right on the third base line, having a word with the third base umpire, and nothing's going to change here. It's 2 gone, runner at first. Kaiser on the sac fly. That's RBI number 20 for his season, and it is a 2-base tag for Ayers, and Marshall leads at 1-0. So at first is Ferraro, and here's A.J. Havrilla, their third baseman, right-handed hitter, and he takes a ball. It's 1-0. What was odd about that was there wasn't a clear signal on if it was a catch or not, and then you saw the runner sprinting, which is rare. Fly ball left center field, moving back on it. Mancino is under it, and he makes the catch. So through all of that, and apologies for not real crystal clear clarity there, It is a one-run Marshall inning. 1 run for the Herd on a hit. They strand a man. There was a really good catch by Slanker in right center field and a 2-base tag for Owen Ayers, and that's how Marshall gets the first run of the ballgame. Bobcats coming up. Thanks for listening to Bobcat Baseball on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
This season, share a Labatt. Labatt Blue, good at beer. Union Street Diner. Visit Athens' landmark diner at 70 West Union Street. Holzer Health System. Think Holzer first. Steak and Shake. Proudly serving steak burgers and milkshakes on East State Street in Athens. And by the Hugh White family of dealerships. 250 Columbus Road in Athens. Or online at visithughwhite.com.
Located on 741 East State Street, Steak and Shake is serving up handmade milkshakes, fresh pressed steak burgers, and crispy shoestring fries cooked right to order. Kick off your day with our breakfast served until 11 a.m. And don't forget to join us for happy hour drinks and shakes on weekdays from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m.
Left corner for 3. Bang! And oh, baby, what a first half it's been.
In sight, it must be right. We'll see you there at Steak and Shake Athens.
Bottom of the first inning is on. 1-0 Marshall. Welcome back to Bob Wren Stadium. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Yeah, wild first inning. Ayers was hit by a pitch. Ferraro singled. Then the fly out for Kaiser and Havrilla with the fly out. But in there was a 2-base tag for Ayers, and that's how Marshall scored. Ohio wondered if Ayers left early at second on the catch by Slanker, which was a really good catch in right center field. But the appeal was not granted, and the play was upheld. And so Marshall leads at 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first inning. And Chad Heiner, right-handed pitcher for Marshall, will get it going here. 6 foot 190, Cabell Midland High School, Huntington native, 5th-year senior, is 1-6 with a 7.71 ERA. J.R. Nelson leads it off for Ohio with the Bobcats down 1-0 early. Nelson hitting .324 with a home run and 12 runs batted in. Right-handed hitter, back of the box, and here it is from Heiner. Fastball strike, it's 0-1. Nelson in the ballgame on Sunday that Ohio won 12-11 went 1 for 4. In Huntington last week, Nelson went 1 for 4. 0-1 popped up. This is into, well, the left side of the infield. Looking up for it is Havrilla. The third baseman makes the catch, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Alex Finney. And what a run Alex Finney's been on, huh? The veteran Bobcat second baseman from Michigan, adding on to a hitting streak, adding on to an on-base streak. Last week in Huntington, Finney went 1 for 4. On Sunday, he did get on base 3 times with a walk. And he scored all those times, squared a bunt, pulled it back, and he takes a ball. It's 1-0. Finney did bring in a run on one of those walks. Right-handed hitter, 1 gone, bases clear. Marshall up 1-0. Here it is from Heiner. There's a strike outside Black. It's 1-1. Finney had his hitting streak broken, but he's been on base in 19 straight games now. And the next one's up and in, 2-1 the count. Finney's upped his average to .317. 1-0 Herd. We're in the bottom of the first. Marshall on the traveling grays, Ohio black tops and white pants. 2-1 pitch. Strike, inside edge. Belt high, 2-2. Bobcats outscored Miami 29-20 over the weekend, losing 4-3 in walk-off fashion, then 14-5, and then 12-11. 2-2 with 1 gone to Finney. Swing and a miss. High heat. Finney goes down on strikes. First strikeout of the ball game for Heiner. That is strikeout number 22. He's underwater in the strikeout to walk ratio. 2 gone, bases clear for Caleb Carl. Carl hitting .309 now. No homers and 10 runs batted in, but it seems like every RBI he's had has been pretty important. Making his 16th start, right-handed hitter, closed stance, hits one on the ground to short. To his left, Ferraro, sidearm throw to first to retire Carl by a couple of steps, and the Bobcats go down in order in the first inning. 1-0 Marshall as we go to the second. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Located on 741 East State Street, Steak and Shake is serving up handmade milkshakes, fresh pressed steak burgers, and crispy shoestring fries cooked right to order. Kick off your day with our breakfast served until 11 a.m. And don't forget to join us for happy hour drinks and shakes on weekdays from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m.
Left corner for 3. Bang! And oh, baby, what a first half it's been.
In sight, it must be right. We'll see you there at Steak and Shake Athens.
What does Holzer mean to me? It's home. It's opportunity. It's community. It's a place where coworkers are friends and friends become family. It's a place that supports my community and a place where I know I can make a difference. Discover your opportunities right here at Holzer. Think Holzer first.
Second inning's on. Welcome back to Bob Wren Stadium. Lights on at the ballpark. Looks like it has been able to rain all day, but we haven't had much rain here. Had some rain overnight. Thought about some rain passing through earlier today, but thought this might have been a day of rain, but no rain at all. So Luke Borer is a 1-inning pitcher tonight. So Ohio's going to go to the bullpen, and this is just going to be Johnny Holstaff tonight. Landon Price out of Middle Point, Ohio, 5'9", 180, the sophomore. Left-handed pitcher will work for Ohio here in the second. So this is really going to be the epitome of a midweek baseball game with a whole bunch of pitchers used. Herd up 1-0. Price making his 8th appearance. He's 0-1. With a 17.65 ERA, 8 2/3 innings of work, 16 hits, 18 runs, 17 earned, 10 walks, 7 strikeouts. Opposition hitting a robust .410 against him. The Herd's got a lot of left-handed hitters, and Elijah Vogelsong is another one with a dark blue bat. Takes the ball high. It's 1-0. Vogelsong made a catch, their left fielder, over the weekend at James Madison that was 5 on the top 10 on ESPN on SportsCenter the next day. So Vogelsong was ESPN famous. 2-0 the count. Check swing, try to hold it up, didn't. It is 2-1. Vogelsong is the 6th man in the lineup. 6, 7, and 8 scheduled here for the Herd. It's been an offensively challenged ball club for most of the year, Marshall. 2-2 the count. They've just scored 4 times in double digits this year. And one of the 4 was Sunday. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. Good pitch from Price. 1 gone here in the second. Here's Ethan Murdoch, their DH. Making his 14th start, 192 average, 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. But that 11 runs against James Madison was the highest since they scored 20 on February the 23rd in Florida against Michigan State. That was in Port Charlotte, Florida. Left on right in the pitch. Pop up, foul ground, third base side. Dolan over, but has no play. It banged off the golf cart. It is 0-1. Now 11-7 on Sunday. And they really needed that series there in Harrisonburg. They'll host Coastal Carolina this weekend. 0-1 pitch. Smacked down the line in left foul. 0-2 the count. So Ohio needed to win out, needed help. The Bobcats didn't win out, and they didn't get the help. But Marshall, they need incredible help and incredible luck here if they're going to make the Sun Belt tournament. Steve Cotton, the longtime voice of the Herd, texted me the scenarios today. Here it is. Marshall can get into the Sun Belt tournament with a sweep of Coastal Carolina, and Old Dominion needs to sweep Georgia State, and Southern Miss has to sweep Texas State. Got that? Marshall needs to sweep Coastal Carolina. ODU needs to sweep Georgia State, and Southern Miss would have to sweep Texas State. Marshall finishes in a three-way tie for 10, 11, and 12 with Texas State and Georgia State. And Marshall won 2 of 3 over Texas State and Georgia State, and those other two teams didn't play each other. If all that happens, the Herd is making their way to Montgomery. Strike 3 on Murdoch. That's back-to-back Ks here for Ohio's second pitcher tonight, Landon Price. It's Callan Smith, the right fielder. Left-handed batter, 209 hitter, 2 homers, 13 runs batted in. And the Herd has a ton of left-handed hitters. 2 gone, bases clear, top of 2, 1-0 Marshall. And the run scored on a 2-base tag in the first inning by Owen Ayers. There's the strike, it's 0-1. 10 teams make the Sun Belt tournament. 0-1, pop-up off the end of the bat foul over the Bobcat dugout now to play. And 7 plays 10, 8 plays 9 in a single elimination in order to get into double elimination to be in the top 8. 0-2, just missed outside. 1-2 the count. The chances of somebody in that 7-10 or 8-9 game running the table, well, that'd be tough, but I guess there's a chance. 1-2, just missed outside. 2-2 the count. It's a 14-team league, the Sun Belt. 11-team league from a baseball perspective in the MAC. Buffalo, of course, doesn't have baseball. 2-2 coming. High, and this zone appears to be fairly tight for a midweek game. 3-2 the count, 2 gone, bases clear, top of 2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's 3 Ks in the inning for Landon Price. Herd goes down in order with all strikeouts. 1-0 Marshall as we go to the bottom of the second. Thanks for listening to Bobcat Baseball on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Game day, baby. Let's go. Wait, oh no, you've got to be kidding. I forgot the Labatt.
No worries, pal. I got your Labatt. Let's get this tailgate started.
You are the man.
Anyone else need a Labatt? I can't believe you broke that table.
Nothing like a blue light and some chicken wing dip.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, drinking Labatt? Because it takes a team to support the team. Labatt takes everything to the power of we. Always enjoy responsibly. Beer, copyright 2023, Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York, all rights reserved. Labatt regulated U.S. trademark of Labatt Brewing Company, Ltd.
People's Bank is a proud sponsor of Ohio University Athletics. And just like OU, People's Bank is headquartered in Southeast Ohio. People's Bank has been in business for over 120 years with over 100 full-service bank branches to serve you. With 3 locations in Athens County, now's the time to consider a switch and feel the client-first experience that helped People's Bank grow into a top 200 bank in the United States. People's Bank would love a chance to earn your business. Go Bobcats! People's Bank, working together.
Bottom of the second inning is on in Athens. Meeting 177 all-time between these 2 regional rivals, Ohio and Marshall. Bobcats lost in Huntington last week, 7-4, after trailing 3-1. It was an entertaining ball game. Nick Dolan nearly went deep for a grand slam home run. Was just a couple of feet away from that. A.J. Roush had a series at Miami. Had 7 hits in the series. Roush, the cleanup hitter, 317 hitter, first pitch offering, and that's a fly ball foul. First base side out of play. A.J., 6 home runs and 24 runs batted in. Roush closing strongly for sure. 4, 5, and 6 scheduled here against Chad Heiner, pitcher for the Herd. Keep on keeping on. A.J. Roush Line drive center field, base hit. Here's Trey Cassidy. Now, Roush was involved in a lot of the doings in the comeback for Ohio on Sunday. Cassidy hits .232, caught every game in Oxford, a home run and 5 runs batted in.
Catcher number 2, Trey Cassidy.
Cassidy did not play last week in Huntington. Cassidy on Sunday for Ohio went 0 for 4, but he did bring in a run with a bases loaded walk, struck out 3 times, and he scored a run in that comeback effort. 1-0 the count. Left-handed batter Trey Cassidy. And the pitch. Slash down the line and left, foul. 1-1 the count. Star Ohio football center Parker Titsworth is here tonight, and he is available for autographs. Seated right below the booth here. As good of a ball player as you'll find, as nice of a guy as you'll find as well. Fly ball foul, third base side out of play, 1-2 the count. I don't know if Parker knows this, but when Ohio basketball played Florida in Tampa, I was walking to the media room. There was a guy, younger guy, college age, that had a Parker Titsworth Ohio jersey on. Do you know him? I do, yeah. Fouled off, 1-2 the count. A national celebrity, Ohio's starting center, Parker Titsworth, whose grandmother is also a celebrity. She's a sweet lady. Runner at first, 1-2 the count. Nobody gone, and the pitch to Trey Cassidy. That missed inside, thought about a backside throw, could not get it there. 2-2 the count. It's been a while since Ohio and Marshall have played in football. 60 games in the all-time series. Last game was 2019. Ohio lost in Huntington 33-31. That was a good game. That was a night game. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off, third base side out of play by Trey Cassidy. 1-0 Herd. We're in the bottom of the second. 2-2 the count on Cassidy with a man at first. Ohio lost last time in Athens in 2015. It's been that long since Marshall's been here in football. A 21-10 Ohio win in Athens in 2015. 2-2 with the runner going. Hit and run on. That's pop foul. Third base side out of play. The next game that's on the books for a football game between these two schools is 2027. And that will be in Athens. If I had my way, I'd love to see the Herd and the Cats play every year in everything. It's just good for the area, good for the two schools, my opinion. 2-2. Off the end of the bat foul to the top of the screen. Good battle here for Trey Cassidy against Chad Heiner. When the two schools get together, the fan bases right up against each other. Of course, the more veteran fans will remember the Herd in the MAC. They've since gone to Conference USA in the Sun Belt. They're always fun. Good fan base, both sides. 2-2, runner goes. Pitch misses low and inside. Throw down to second. Ball was late. The tag is 2. And it's a stolen base for A.J. Roush. Roush now 9 for 12 in stolen bases. 41 for 55 the ball club. Good at bat here for Trey Cassidy. It's run full now. And a runner in scoring position. Heiner from the stretch. And the payoff pitch. Missed outside, ball 4. That's a good at-bat for Trey Cassidy. First and second, the runners. Here's Nick Dolan. What a series Nick Dolan had at Miami, huh? Made some really good defensive plays. Rallied from an error to make some really, really wonderful web gems. Big part of the comeback, too. Had the big hit. 3 for 4 on Sunday, scored 2 runs, bases clearing double to give Ohio the lead it would not relinquish. 2 aboard, nobody out. Pitch missed up and in on him as he tried to bunt, had to spin out of the way. It's 1-0. But it's always so good to see good guys have success, and Nick Dolan's one of them. Plays a good third base. He's had a good close to his year offensively. The eventual game-winning hit. 1-0 pitch, squared to bunt, pulled it back, takes a strike. It's 1-1. And there were some hot shots to him at third that he had to make sure that he handled. But that double, it was tough to see. We were in that tent behind home plate, and there were no replay monitors, but the left fielder, Vogelsong, had to go a long way, and it went off his glove. Dolan takes low and away as he's trying to bunt, but Marshall won't let him. 2-1 the count. First and second the runners, nobody gone. We're in the second. Ohio trails 1-0. Dolan's average at .252 now with 5 homers and 22 runs batted in. Squaring to bunt again, and it's high again. It is 3-1. Ohio was walked off on Friday, but then, of course, had the 14-5 win on Saturday, and it wasn't even that close. And then the big comeback on Sunday. Rivalry on rivalry. 3-1, not bunting, hit through the left side hole, base hit. Roush easily scores standing, and we're tied at 1. Dolan continues to do it, RBI single. RBI number 23 of his season. Up to second on the play is Trey Cassidy. Here's Bryce Smith. Bryce hits .301, 3 homers and 35 runs batted in.
Now batting for the Bobcats, first baseman number 12, Bryce
7-man
Smith.
in the lineup. Still nobody out, 2 aboard, 2 hits for Ohio in the inning. Smith wears 12. The mustache is really coming in. Throw to second. The shortstop, I don't know if he was ready for it because Ferraro had to speed towards the bag after Heiner spun around. Some Herd fans are here tonight. First base side. Didn't make it down to the ball game last week, but Jack Cook Stadium looks like a gem. Just a beautiful new ballpark in Huntington, and good for them, finally getting one. Bunt put down, left of the mound, down there Heiner throws to third, and it's not caught by Havrilla, and the bases are loaded. It is a failed fielder's choice. Now, Havrilla was there. It was to the left and in front of the mound. Heiner played it well. That was the right play. But the catch wasn't made by Havrilla. We'll see how it's scored. Ultimately, it doesn't matter much because the bases are loaded now. So reaching on a failed fielder's choice is Bryce Smith. Paulie Mancino bats. Ohio center fielder hitting .254, loaded with nobody out. A run already in, and Ohio has a chance for a big inning here. Ohio seemingly had the bases loaded like 100 times in Oxford over the weekend. And capitalized on a lot of them. Mancino takes a strike from Heiner. It's 1-1. Ohio outscored Miami 29-20. And once the comeback started, you could feel it was going to get all the way to the finish line, and Ohio got there. 1-1 to Mancino. Stuck the bat on the ball, bouncing ball to third, should be 2. Havrilla throws to first in time. He went to the bag and got the out. And the long throw to first gets Mancino. Run comes in to score. Ohio leads it 2-1 now.
Number 10, Ben Slanker.
So a 5-3 double play produces a run. What's interesting is Havrilla didn't look home. Could have gotten the force out at home, but he went with the double play. 2 runs probably won't win the game. Here's Ben Slanker, Ohio's right fielder. Runner at second now after the bases were loaded, and he takes a strike. Left-handed batter hitting .200. It's his 6th start, his 14th game. Does have a home run and 2 runs batted in. 9-man in the lineup. Ohio had a chance for a big inning here and has 2 of those runs, but had a chance for a big-time crooked number. Still can get there. 1-1 the count. (2-1) Ohio here in the second. Final midweek contest of the year. Right on left in the 1-1. Swinging a foul tip. It's 1-2. On Sunday, Ohio had 12 runs on 11 hits. In Huntington, Ohio had 4 runs on 5 hits. Out hit by 4 and outscored by 3. Called strike 3. Slanker took one right at the knees. Might have been a bit of a changeup or something off the fastball. But a strikeout for Heiner is his second. Ohio does get 2 on 2 hits. No error officially on the board yet. And a man left stranded. We play 2-1 Ohio on Marshall. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Building success. Member FDIC. Bobcat fans, the Hugh White family of dealerships is your hometown Athens dealer. And to show our commitment to the community, we're offering free car washes for Ohio University students and faculty, as well as college grad discounts with all of our new brands. But that's not all. We provide free concierge service for faculty. We'll pick up your vehicle and drop it back off after service. Take advantage of our leases at under $200 per month. Come visit us on North Columbus Road, less than 5 minutes from campus, or online at visithughwhite.com. And remember, if the deal is right, it must be Hugh White.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts, as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Third inning's on, 2-1 Ohio with the lead. Welcome back to Bob Wren Stadium. Second pitcher of the ball game, Landon Price, back out there for Ohio. He struck out the side in the top of the second. Trey Hondras, Cam Harthen, and Owen Ayers scheduled here. 0-1 misses low, 1-1 the count. 2-1 Ohio after a lot of traffic in the second inning. Bouncing ball towards third, charging Dolan, throws to first, got him, good play. It's a jump throw to first. Here's Cam Harthen, who struck out looking to start off the ball game. Marshall at 17 and 34. And the herd on the road is 2 and 21. 2 road wins, and one of those was on Sunday. First one fouled back by Harthen. 0-1. He's their best hitter, .325 hitter. 1-1 the count. So Marshall still has a pulse to try to make the Sun Belt Conference tournament. Held in Montgomery, Alabama. Hit on the ground, wide of first, foul. We'll play that at the home of the Montgomery Biscuits, AA affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays. Their logo is a biscuit with googly eyes, and the biscuit is got its mouth open and a pat of butter for a tongue. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. So 4 of the 5 batters that he's faced have struck out. Cassidy had to step out in front of the plate and throw to first to complete the strikeout. 2 gone here. Here's Owen Ayers. Ayers was hit by a pitch and scored in the first inning.
Now batting for the Herd, catcher number 44, Owen Ayers.
Two-one Ohio here. Bouncing ball to third underneath the outstretched diving glove of Dolan and into left. Base hit for Ayers, who is third in the country in doubles at 23, but that's a single there. 2 gone for Gio Ferraro. Their shortstop, singled back in the first.
Now batting for the Herd, shortstop number 24, Gio Ferraro.
Pitch from Price is fouled off. First base side out of play. And Montgomery hasn't always had minor league baseball. That franchise moved from Orlando, where they were the Rays, and a couple of different parent clubs there in Orlando, and now in Montgomery. That's where the Sun Belt tournament is. 0-1, low, 1-1 the count. A couple of conference tournaments going on in Alabama next week. The Hoover Met, where the SEC tournament is. And, of course, the Sun Belt Championship in Montgomery, and it's been a heck of a year for the Sun Belt. 1-1. Misses low, 2-1 the count. The Sun Belt, from a rating standpoint, pretty good. They're 5th in the country. 2-1. That's line to left for a base hit. First and second, the runners here. Big turn at second, but holding is Ayers. Back-to-back 2-out singles. Here's Caden Kaiser. Kaiser flew out and brought in the run in the first inning on the 2-base tag. Question one was it a catch for Slanker? Was it a base hit? Well, it turned out to be a catch. And then rounding third and coming in to score was Ayers. See if it's a more conventional trip to the plate for the cleanup man, Caden Kaiser. Left on left here, 2 gone. And the pitch from Price. Misses inside. 1-0 the count. Yeah, the Sun Belt, 5th in the country conference rating. They're behind the Big Ten, that's 4th. It's pretty high for them. And then the Pac-12 is 6th. 1-0. Bounced in, 2-0 the count. And in fact, in looking at the net rankings, the Sun Belt has a bunch of teams that are obviously sub 100, but sub 50. Southern Miss, as far as the net ranking, is 33rd. Coastal Carolina, 37. Fly ball foul. 2-1 the count. The Raging Cajuns of Louisiana, 39th. James Madison, 47th. Troy, 48th. App State, 64th. South Alabama, 73. Georgia Southern, 75. ODU, 76. Georgia State's 99. All those teams are sub 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams sub 100 in the net rankings. 2-1, fouled off over the Bobcat dugout, lofted up there and out of play. Texas State is 111. Louisiana Monroe is 177. Then it's Marshall at 191 and Arkansas State at 197. The Red Wolves had a good start to their season, but fizzled. They're 21 and 29. 2-2 with 2 on and 2 gone. Fly ball hit a ton to right, way back and gone. 3-run homer for the Herd. It's 4-2 Marshall. Caden Kaiser, the cleanup hitter, does just that. Home run number 4 of his season. RBI number 21, 22, and 23. 2 outs, then the single for Ayers, then the single for Ferraro, and Kaiser cranked one to right. Between the 380 marker and the College World Series insignia on the right field wall. Here's A.J. Havrilla. Line drive to center field, but right at Mancino. Makes the one-handed squeeze. Inning over. 3-run shot, Caden Kaiser. 4-2 Marshall as we go to the bottom of the third. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear. Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com for Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the 2023-24 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite school or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. That's thedirectorscup.com and L Directors Cup on Twitter. Trophies will be awarded in June 2024 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Bottom of the third inning's on. Welcome back to the Wren. 4-2 Marshall on the 3-run shot for Caden Kaiser. There's no doubt about that one. Sound of the bat. When it connected with the ball, you could tell it was going to go a long way. Bobcats in Akron coming up this weekend, and it's the final series of the year, so therefore it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. On the air at 5:45, first pitch 6 o'clock on Thursday. Then Friday it's a 4 o'clock start. Saturday and the season finale at 1. Chad Heiner back out there for the Herd. J.R. Nelson leads it off, popped out in the first inning. It's here now in the bottom of the third, and the first one misses low and away. It's 1-0. So mentioned about the Sun Belt being highly rated from a conference standpoint, 5th in the country. A couple of teams that have been in the top 25, one currently, Louisiana. 1-0, chopper towards short, charging on it, taking a favorable hop. Ferraro throws to first, with Nelson hoofing it down the line, but a 6-3 putout is out number 1. Here's Alex Finney. Finney struck out in the first inning. The MAC, by comparison, is 20th from a net perspective. Ohio at 233.
Now back for the Bobcats, second baseman number 15.
Top team in the league is the regular season champion. Bowling Green at 106 from a net ranking standpoint. Ball State at 129. 149 Western Michigan, 151 Kent State, 170 Miami, and then it's 200 the rest of the way. Want to know the count on two-man second baseman Alex Finney. Breaking ball strike, good pitch, it's 1-1. Bobcats at home this year are 9-12. The Herd in their brand new ballpark, 14-9. 1-1 from Heiner to Alex Finney. I don't know how that didn't hit him. It went over his helmet as he bent down. And then off the catcher's mitt, Ayers. It's a ball. It's 2-1. Open stance Finney. Silver bat, 2 white batting gloves, and the pitch. There's the strike. Fastball inside edge. It's 2-2. Bobcats do have a chance, if there's a weekend sweep, to get to 14-16 in the league. This is fouled back by Finney. 2-2 the count. And if there is a series win or a series sweep, it would be Ohio's 5th series win of the year. Ground ball to short, high throw to first, but holding onto the bag, Kaiser. That's a good play for out number 2. Here's Caleb Carl. And if you're going to go 14 and 16, that would suggest that, yeah, the series numbers are pretty up and down, but right down the middle. And the series wins for Ohio this year: Kent State, Eastern Michigan, Toledo, and Miami. And you got a chance against Akron. Carl hits with the bases empty and 2 gone. Bottom 3, 4-2 Marshall. The first one misses outside. It's 1-0. Carl grounded out in the first. Hitting here now in the third. Heiner brings it home, and that's low. 2-0. There are a couple series Ohio could look back on that if things broke differently, Central Michigan at home, Northern Illinois at home, boom, Ohio's going to Avon. 2-0. Outside. 3-0 the count. 4 teams went to the MAC tournament last year, in the last 2 years. But 8 teams out of the Sun Belt. And as mentioned, that's a pretty good 8 that's going to make it to the double elimination round. 10 teams overall go. 3-1 the count on Caleb Carl. 4-2 Herd. We're in the third. 3-1. Low and in, ball 4. 2-out walk for Caleb Carl. Here's A.J. Roush. Singled, stole a base, and scored in the second.
Hitter number 7, A.J. Roush.
Jackson Kitchen on Western Michigan is the MAC Player of the Week this week. Kitchen went 7 for 12, 5 extra base hits, 6 runs scored, 9 ribbies. Whoa. In the Western Michigan Series victory over NIU. Pitch low and away, got out of the glove of Ayers, throw down to second, and they didn't get him. The slide seemed to elude the tag of the second baseman, Hondras. That was a bounce throw down there, and so Carl was able to get to second base. That did hit the mid of Ayers, popped out of the mid, but he did well to make sure it didn't get back to the backstop. So the wild pitch allows Carl to get into scoring position. 1-0. Low and away, 2-0. Sunbelt, pretty fun league to follow. Football and men's basketball now. Men's basketball has gotten better. James Madison, what a year they had. Beat Wisconsin in the first round of the men's basketball tournament, and then they got dumped by Duke. That was probably the best that Duke played for 40 minutes in a game in the second round of the NCAA tournament against James Madison. That was in Brooklyn. That was too bad. James Madison didn't play well, and Duke played really well. 3-0, there's a strike. It's 3-1. We'll see how many teams make this NCAA tournament out of the Sun Belt this year from baseball. Southern Miss, they hosted a super regional last year, lost to Tennessee. They'll be in the NCAA tournament again. 3-1 pitch, fouled off. To the Bobcat dugout. It's 3-2. Runner at second, 2 gone. Bottom of 3, 4-2 Marshall with the lead. We'll see what the MAC's representative in the NCAA tournament will do. One bid league. Bowling Green, the regular season champs. Payoff pitch. Fly ball foul. Back at home and out of play. I mentioned I like Western Michigan's chances. Ball State's offense pretty potent. They could pitch it too. Top 6 just about solidified. Payoff pitch, 2 gone. Runner at second. Tap foul up the line at third. We'll do it again. Conference tournament in Avon. It's been there for a number of years with the exception of the last 2. And, of course, 3 years ago, there was no tournament. The regular season champion, they went to the tournament. That was Central Michigan. Payoff pitch, 2 gone. Bouncing ball right side to his left, trying to flag it. Hondras, sidearm throw, got him. And the inning is over. So Ohio at a man in scoring position. Can't score that man. We're through with 3, 4-2 Marshall. Thanks for listening to Bobcat Baseball on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Bobcat Baseball 2024 is brought to you by Labatt Blue. This season, share a Labatt. Labatt Blue, good at beer. Union Street Diner. Visit Athens' landmark diner at 70 West Union Street. Holzer Health System. Think Holzer first. Steak and Shake. Proudly serving steak burgers and milkshakes on East State Street in Athens. And by the Hugh White family of dealerships. 250 Columbus Road in Athens. Or online at visithughwhite.com.
Located on 741 East State Street, Steak and Shake is serving up handmade milkshakes, fresh pressed steak burgers, and crispy shoestring fries cooked right to order. Kick off your day with our breakfast served until 11 a.m. And don't forget to join us for happy hour drinks and shakes on weekdays from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m.
Left corner for 3, bang! And oh baby, what a first half it's been.
In sight, it must be right. We'll see you there at Steak and Shake Athens.
What does Holzer mean to me? It's home. It's opportunity. It's community. It's a place where coworkers are friends and friends become family. It's a place that supports my community and a place where I know I can make a difference. Discover your opportunities right here at Holzer. Think Holzer first.
Game day, baby. Let's go. Wait, oh no. You've got to be kidding. I forgot the Labatt.
No worries, pal. I got your Labatt. Let's get this tailgate started.
You are the man.
Anyone else need a Labatt? I can't believe you broke that table.
Nothing like a blue light and some chicken wing dip.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, drinking Labatt? Because it takes a team to support the team. Labatt takes everything to the power of wheat. Always enjoy responsibly. Beer, copyright 2023, Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York, all rights reserved. Labatt regulated U.S. trademark of Labatt Brewing Company, Ltd.
Fourth inning is on. Welcome back to Bob Wrenn Stadium in Athens. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Bobcat Baseball and Marshall. 4-2 the score. The Herd had a 3-run home run in the third inning. That was a crush from Caden Kaiser. Elijah Vogelsong leads it off and pops it up on an 0-2 pitch to left. Losing his cap, but catching the ball is Caleb Carl. Actually, no, he didn't. The hat stayed on. And the catch is made for out number 1. Ethan Murdoch, the batter now. Caps were flying everywhere in Oxford because of the breeze in the first 2 ball games, Friday and Saturday. Sunday was really nice. It has not been the best weather year for baseball. This is tapped right back to the mound, base of the mound, and a run over to first in time. Landon Price, that's a good play. He settled into things well on a bouncer back to the mound from Murdoch, and there's a quick 2 up, 2 down. Here's Callan Smith. This swath of the lineup went down in order back in the second inning, all on strikeouts. But a fly out to left and a comebacker to Price. And Smith bats now. Fouled it off. It's 0-1. Lefty brings it home. Little humpback liner, shallow left, down for a base hit. Marshall's 5th on the night. Smith with the single. 209 hitter on, and here's Trey Hondras. Hondras was on the Little League team out of Chicago that advanced to the Little League World Series. Hondras wears number 3. There's a obviously big story there about a team from Chicago that went on to Williamsport. Hondras, he's from Chicago, but he went to Homewood Flossmoor High School, South Burbs, and then went to junior college. He went to John A. Logan in Southern Illinois, right by where I used to live. in Southern Illinois. Pop up into center, gets some carry now to right center field. Under it is Mancino, and he hauls that away to turn the Herd away. So the former Viking turned Volunteer, now Herd, flies out. The inning's over. 4-2 Marshall as we go to the bottom of the fourth. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
People's Bank is a proud sponsor of Ohio University Athletics. And just like OU, People's Bank is headquartered in Southeast Ohio. People's Bank has been in business for over 120 years with over 100 full-service bank branches to serve you. With 3 locations in Athens County, now's the time to consider a switch and feel the client-first experience that helped People's Bank grow into a top 200 bank in the United States. People's Bank would love a chance to earn your business. Go Bobcats. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC.
Bobcat fans, the Hugh White family of dealerships is your hometown Athens dealer. And to show our commitment to the community, we're offering free car washes for Ohio University students and faculty, as well as college grad discounts with all of our new brands. But that's not all. We provide free concierge service for faculty. We'll pick up your vehicle and drop it back off after service. Take advantage of our leases at under $200 per month. Come visit us on North Columbus Road, less than 5 minutes from campus, or online at visithughwhite.com. And remember, if the deal is right, it must be Hugh White.
Chad Heiner back out there for Marshall as we reach the bottom of the fourth inning. 4-2. Marshall leads it 4-5-0 for Marshall as it stands now 2-2-0 for Ohio. And Trey Cassidy leads it off. He walked and scored in the second inning, and he takes one wide here. It's 1-0. Ohio and Marshall for the 177th time. Bobcat Hoops and Marshall have played 108 times. 1-0, that missed inside. 2-0 the count. Ohio lost in Athens to the Herd in December the 9th, 74-69, and it's amazing that there were that many points because there were thousands of misses in that game. 2-0, bouncing ball right side, well off the bag. Kaiser gets that, flipped to the pitcher covering Heiner for the out. So Kaiser to Heiner, and Cassidy is turned away here in the fourth. Here's Nick Dolan.
Now batting for the Bobcats, third baseman #1.
Now Ohio lost by 5. And for two offenses that could be really explosive in men's basketball, there were lots of misses in that game. And down the stretch, Ohio had some chances late. The Herd eventually finished with 13 wins on the year. Want to know the count on Nick Dolan. Yeah, 13-20 and 7-11 in the Sun Belt. 1-0. There's the strike. It's 1-1. Dan D'Antoni's tenure ended. 10 years as Marshall's head coach. They went to the NCAA tournament in 2018. And now it's Cornelius Jackson, who played at Marshall, a West Virginia native, was a coach in waiting, and the waiting is over now. Hopefully they keep that spinning Buffalo logo with the basketball spinning on the hoof. It's a good logo. 2-1 pitch, one gone, base is clear. Swinging a foul tip at the plate for Dolan, who singled in the second. Ohio's actually lost the last two in the series to Marshall, losing in Huntington 2 seasons ago. 2-2 pitch. That hit him, spun him around, and the ricochet of that bounce ended up by the Herd dugout. So Dolan hit by a pitch to start off the bottom of the fourth. Here's Bryce Smith.
Now batting for the Bobcats.
Smith reached on that fielder's choice in the second inning that didn't produce an out. if Havrilla, the third baseman, caught that ball, it would have been a force out, but he didn't, and Smith reached. "4-2 Herd." We're in the fourth. Now, the basketball game's always fun between these two teams. They're really fun when both teams are really good. There's a strike. 0-1 the count. Right on left here with one gone and a man on. I think when Marshall fans come to Athens, they get Bobcat fans cheering louder because they're loud in a good way. 0-1, low, 1-1 the count. It's been kind of a long and winding sort of path since Marshall left the MAC. I think 2005 was their last year, and then went to Conference USA, and now in a really good spot, the Sun Belt. But they were fun in the MAC. 1-1, low and in, backside throw to first. Diving back in is Dolan. 2-1 the count. Of course, Marshall was in the MAC twice. They were in the league in the 70s. And then the MAC and Marshall had a parting in ways. They, of course, went to great success in the Southern Conference and in 1AA football. This is fouled back. 2-2 the count. In the football games and the ones that Ohio's won in Huntington, it's always cool to look back to the highlights and see the team in that far side ramp that goes down to the field. That's where the visiting team hits the field. 2-2, swing and a miss, popped out of the mitt of Ayers, gets up and throws nowhere. And so up to second on the play, they did get the out on the strikeout. First base occupied there.
Now batting for the Bobcats, center fielder
So
number
taking
5,
second, it's batters
Mancino.
or runners' prerogative to get down there, and Dolan did. So Smith strikes out, 2 gone. Paulie Mancino bats now. There's a strike. It's 0-1. I think back to some of the games in Frank Solich's tenure, and it was always cool seeing him down below the team, kind of leading them out on the field. And he knows that he and his Bobcats are going to be in for a battle all night long. And those are really, really fun ones to win from a Bobcat perspective. There's a strike. It's 1-0. Because you know you're going to hear it from their fans all night. And from a Bobcat perspective, it's a special sort of feeling when you leave Huntington with a win. 0-1. Check swing on a pitch low and away. Actually, that was 0-2. It was. And that's strike 3. The scoreboard had it wrong. The Herd had it right. And on a slide piece low and away, Mancino goes down on strikes. And the inning's over. Bobcats get a hit batter, and that runner's stranded. We played 4-2 Marshall. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Bobcat Baseball 2024 is brought to you by Labatt Blue. This season, share a Labatt. Labatt Blue, good at beer. Union Street Diner. Visit Athens' landmark diner at 70 West Union Street. Holzer Health System. Think Holzer first. Steak and Shake. Proudly serving steak burgers and milkshakes on East State Street in Athens. And by the Hugh White family of dealerships. 250 Columbus Road in Athens. Or online at visithughwhite.com.
Top of the 5th inning's on. Welcome back to Bob Wren Stadium in Athens. 4-2. Marshall with the lead.
Now pitching for the
New
Ohio
pitcher in the ball game
Bobcats,
for Ohio.
6'3" redshirt junior righty out of Naperville, Illinois. Number 37.
37, Patrick Straub. Straub making his 14th appearance, 12 1/3 innings of work, 18 hits, 21 runs, 20 earned, 14 walks, 14 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .346 against him. Patrick Straub wears number 37. And in there now for the Cats. Third pitcher used tonight. 6'3", 205 from Matea Valley High School in Naperville, Illinois. That's right next to my hometown of Bolingbrook. So a Southwest Suburban product turned Cat. Third pitcher used tonight. Landon Price was pretty good. So it's Straub here in the 5th. .4-2 Hurd, 5 hits tonight for Marshall. First one is tap foul. It's 0-1. On Cam Harthen, their center fielder. Left-handed batter, 2 strikeouts tonight. 0-1 pitch. Line drive, center field to his right. It's Mancino, and he hauls it in. Still has the sunglasses glistening on the hat. That's out number 1. Here is Owen Ayers. And again, every time he bats, he is a double threat. Third in the country in doubles. Back-to-back years with 23 doubles. Single season record holder for doubles in a season for Marshall. And he's a catcher. Big swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Here's the 2-man in the lineup. Singled in the third. Was hit by a pitch. Next one he swings over the top of. It's 0-2. That was bearing down low and inside from Straub. Lights onto the ballpark. Cloudy day all day. It's looked like it could have rained all day, but didn't. Next one, swing and a miss, strike 3. They went low, 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 and he swung. And Ayers down on strikes. Good start to the inning here for Patrick Straub. Here's Gio Ferraro, their shortstop.
Shortstop number 24, Gio Ferraro.
Ferraro hits .235, and he's got 2 singles tonight. He scored and Ayers scored on that crank by Kreiser in the 3rd inning. 1-0 the count on Ferraro, right-handed hitting shortstop. Straub comes set at the belt, the 1-0. Check swing on a slider low and away. It's a strike. It's 1-1. Bobcats trying to go 10-12 at home. If Ohio wins out, it is a winning season here at Bob Wren. 1-1. Line drive to second, caught by Finney. Went to his right, about head high, reached across his body with that left-handed mitt. The mitt on his left hand, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Nice job by Patrick Straub. Halfway home, 4-2 Hurd. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Bobcat Baseball 2024 is brought to you by Labatt Blue. This season, share a Labatt. Labatt Blue, good at beer. Union Street Diner. Visit Athens' landmark diner at 70 West Union Street. Holzer Health System. Think Holzer first. Steak and Shake. Proudly serving steak burgers and milkshakes on East State Street in Athens. And by the Hugh White family of dealerships. 250 Columbus Road in Athens. Or online at visithughwhite.com.
Located on 741 East State Street, Steak and Shake is serving up handmade milkshakes, fresh pressed steak burgers, and crispy shoestring fries cooked right to order. Kick off your day with our breakfast served until 11 a.m. And don't forget to join us for happy hour drinks and shakes on weekdays from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m.
Left corner for 3, bang! And oh baby, what a first half it's been.
In sight, it must be right. We'll see you there at Steak and Shake Athens.
.4-2 Marshall. Bottom of the 5th inning's on in Athens. New pitcher into the ball game for the Herd. 250, Charlie Krebs. Charlie Krebs, a new pitcher for the Herd. 4th appearance of the year, 7.20 ERA, just 5 innings. 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .250 against him. Charlie Krebs in for the lighter green and white, wearing gray tonight. Krebs out of Purcellville, Virginia. 6'2", 215, and a right-hander. Charlie Krebs, after Chad Heiner, goes 4 innings for the Herd tonight. Midweek game, so it's the last chance for Marshall to play some of the guys that might not play in a weekend series, and particularly a series that has some importance for Marshall coming up over the weekend. Krebs, the freshman. Ben Slanker leads it off for Ohio. Slanker, Nelson, Finney scheduled. 9, 1, 2. Down by 2, out hit by 3. Check swing on a fastball. He did go around. It's a strike. It's 0-1. Craig Moore, Ohio's head coach. 92 and 106 in 4 seasons. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. Ohio's been right around 500 in the league play the last now 2 years after MAC tournament a couple years ago. Pitch misses high. 1-2 the count. Slanker struck out in the 2nd inning. 1-2 coming. Fouled back. Brian Folds, former assistant coach for Ohio, head coach at Akron now. He'll be back in town with his Zips. It's been a tough year for them. Of course, Marshall's head coach, Greg Beals, was in Akron for a very short amount of time. Pitch misses up and in. It's 2-2. Beals took the job and never coached a game with Akron, and was hired in Huntington. 2-2, tapped up the line at first. Slow roller stayed fair at the bag. It's a fair ball, and Kaiser fields and touches on the sack for the out. Here's J.R. Nelson. 1 gone, bases clear, bottom 5, 4-2 Marshall.
J.R. Nelson.
Yeah, Beals has had great success. 3 NCAA tournaments in his time at Ohio State, 1 at Ball State. Nelson takes a fastball strike outside black. It's 0-1. Of course, Craig Moore, part of a couple of NCAA tournament runs for the Bobcats as an assistant. 0-1. Overhand breaker misses inside. 1-1 the count. Bouncing ball to third. Easy pick in Savrilla. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the Bobcat 5th. Here's Alex Finney. But Beals, if Marshall gets a win tonight, it will be his 622nd as a collegiate head coach. He had 243 of them at Ball State. That 2006 NCAA tournament was the last time that Ball State went to the dance. Before last year, Ball State won the conference tournament, went down to Lexington, lost 2 games in the NCAA tournament, but the last time they were there, Beals was the head coach. Line drive to left, base hit. Alex Finney flying around first, puts the hooks on and gets back to the bag. A 2-out single. And so his on-base streak continues to 20 games in a row now. 20 straight for the likable Michigander, Alex Finney. Here's Caleb Carl.
Left fielder number 26.
Finney had his hitting streak come to an end in the series at Miami. But the on-base streak continues. Carl walked and grounded out, and he was swinging for the downs, came up empty there. It's 0-1. And Beals' time at Ohio State, they went to 3 NCAA tournaments. He won 345 games. But the Marshall job pretty enticing. New ballpark coming. Was up in Akron, didn't coach a game there, and now the head coach of the Herd for the second year. 0-2 pitch, loop down the line and left. It will get down for a base hit. Station to station here. Back-to-back two-out singles, and here's the hot-hitting A.J. Roush. A.J.'s been on fire over the last 2 weeks. Ohio's veteran DH.
Designated hitter number 7, A.J. Roush.
And if it weren't for Jackson Kitchen at Western Michigan, A.J.'d be the player of the week in the league. At 7 hits in the series at Miami, he was always on base. Hits with 2 on now, and the pitch misses high. It's 1-0. Roush singled and scored in the second. One of Ohio's 2 runs in that inning. 1-0. Low and in. 2-0 the count. So Ohio's seen Greg Beals before in his time in Muncie, in addition now to his time at Marshall. Probably played when he was at Ohio State. 2-0, missed inside, 3-0 the count. And this is what can happen in a midweek. Krebs, just his 4th appearance. 3-0, inside, ball 4, bases loaded. Finney to third, Carl to second, Roush on. And again, A.J. just continues to get on base. Here's Trey Cassidy.
Trey Cassidy.
There's a pretty sizable gap between these 2 programs when it comes to NCAA tournament trips. The Herd pitching coach out to the mound now to have a word with the lightly used Charlie Krebs, with the sacks packed with cats and 2 gone here in the 5th, and Ohio down 4-2. Bobcats have gone to 16 NCAA tournaments and a College World Series. Marshall's gone to the NCAA tournament just twice, and the last time was in 1978. Talk more about program history coming up here, but Marshall's going to the bullpen right now. 2 gone, bases loaded, bottom of the 5th. Ohio down 4-2, but working on something here. We'll tell you about the new Herd arm after this on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
What does Holzer mean to me? It's home. It's opportunity. It's community. It's a place where coworkers are friends and friends become family. It's a place that supports my community and a place where I know I can make a difference. Discover your opportunities right here at Holzer. Think Holzer first.
Game day, baby. Let's go. Wait, oh no. You've got to be kidding. I forgot the Labatt.
No worries, pal. I got your Labatt. Let's get this tailgate started.
You are the man.
Anyone else need a Labatt? I can't believe you broke that table.
Nothing like a blue light and some chicken wing dip.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, drinking Labatt? Because it takes a team to support the team. Labatt takes everything to the power of we. Always enjoy responsibly. Beer, copyright 2023, Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York, all rights reserved. Labatt regulated U.S. trademark of Labatt Brewing Company, Ltd.
Bases loaded for the Bobcats. Bottom of the 5th inning. 4-2, Marshall with the lead on this Tuesday night. Some regional rivalry baseball infotainment for you tonight, wherever you're tuned in and however you're tuned in. Via the Varsity Network app online or our YouTube stream tonight. Jordan Bowes in control of that. He's had a busy year. Busy couple of months. Couple of MAC championships to broadcast, and the Bobcat TV crew has done that well. So a tip of the cap to Jordan Bowes. 2 gone, bases loaded, 4-2, Marshall with the lead. They go to the bullpen. It's Peyton Schofield, 2-1 with a 5.47 ERA, 26 in the 3rd innings of work, 29 strikeouts to 14 walks. They're heavier used guys for Marshall. They've got good strikeout to walk ratios. Schofield, left-handed arm, 6'2", 185 out of Noblesville, Indiana. Southeastern Community College, so he and Blake Gasky going to the same school. And the first one misses low and away. It's 1-0 on Trey Cassidy, who walked and scored in the second. On at third is Finney. On at second is Carl. At first is A.J. Roush. Ohio with a chance here. And the pitch. Fastball low. 2-0. The number of bases loaded walks that Ohio's had over the last couple of weeks, it's got to be a MAC high. There were, 4 or 5 of them in the series at Miami? 2-0 pitch. Fly ball, left center field to his left, and working there and trying to get there and making the catch. The left fielder to make the play. That was a long run, and Vogelsong did it. Well, Ohio turned away, bases loaded. I looked down and then looked back up, and the catch was already made. Bases loaded, Ohio turned away. 4-2, Herd as we go to the 6th. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
People's Bank is a proud sponsor of Ohio University Athletics. And just like OU, People's Bank is headquartered in Southeast Ohio. People's Bank has been in business for over 120 years with over 100 full-service bank branches to serve you. With 3 locations in Athens County, now's the time to consider a switch and feel the client-first experience that helped People's Bank grow into a top 200 bank in the United States. People's Bank would love a chance to earn your business. Go Bobcats. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC.
Bobcat fans, the Hugh White family of dealerships is your hometown Athens dealer. And to show our commitment to the community, we're offering free car washes for Ohio University students and faculty, as well as college grad discounts with all of our new brands. But that's not all. We provide free concierge service for faculty. We'll pick up your vehicle and drop it back off after service. Take advantage of our leases at under $200 per month. Come visit us on North Columbus Road, less than 5 minutes from campus, or online at visithughwhite.com. And remember, if the deal is right, it must be Hugh White.
Bobcats had a chance in the bottom of the 5th inning. They leave the sacks loaded. Fly out for Trey Cassidy to Elijah Vogelsong. End of the inning. 4-2 Herd as we hit the 6th. Peyton Straub. Patrick Straub still out there for Ohio. Peyton Schofield is the pitcher for Marshall, so I just combined their names in a jumble. Patrick Straub back out there for the Cats. Here in the 6th, 4-2 Marshall. Caleb Kaiser, A.J. Havrilla, Elijah Vogelsong scheduled. 4, 5, and 6 for the Thundering Herd. Straub from the stretch and the pitch. Low, it's 1-0. They appeal, he did not go. Brand new ballpark opened in Huntington this year, $23 million Jack Cook Field. They'll host a college summer league team this summer. 1-0, line to second, played on a short hop off of Finney, has to scramble to pick it up and can't. He was caught betwixt and between there as it was a low-lying line drive that he eventually had to try to play on a short hop. And he was kind of figuring, should I charge on it? Should I not? What am I going to do? And after all that, it's a leadoff man on, Caden Kaiser, on an E4. Here's A.J. Havrilla, who flew out the first, lined out in the 8th. I'm sorry, in the 3rd. Lined out to center in the 3rd. First one low and away, and diving to retrieve it is Cassidy, back in the left-handed batter's box. It's 1-0. The Tri-State Coal Cats will be in the Appalachian League, which is now a Major League Baseball connected summer league. The Appy League, of course, long-standing minor league. Runner breaks from first, hit and run on. Tapper over the mound. Going to be a tough play. J.R. Nelson, scoop exchange, throw to first in time. Good play. J.R. gets a really good read on the ball, and he charged, fielded it right back of the mound. Only play was to first, and so up to second goes Kaiser. Havrilla grounds out. 6-3. Here's Elijah Vogelsong. Left fielder. He's their 4th best hitter, and he hits .221 of the guys that routinely play above the cut line, if you will. Vogelsong has now started 44 games, so Vogelsong takes the ball. It's 1-0. Left-handed batter takes a strike. 1-1 the count. Now the Tri-State Coal Cats playing in the Appalachian League now, and they'll play this summer at Jack Cook Field in Huntington. Seats 3,500. 1-1, hit really well to left field. Moving back on it is Carl. Leaps up, and he made the catch. Just in front of the warning track and wall, back to the infield, reached up, and he made the catch. Back to second goes Kaiser. What a play for Caleb Carl.
Now back to the third designated hitter, number 34, Ethan Murdoch.
Here's Ethan Murdoch. You could tell it was hit well right off the bat. Carl got a good read on it, and it's tough when you're the back to the infield, and then you have to reach up and make the play. He did. 2 gone. Slider sweeps low and away from Straub. It's 1-0. If Ohio comes back to win this game, that's going to be a big reason why. That catch in left. And Ohio's defense over the last couple of weeks has really started to get better. 7th in the league in fielding, but over the last couple of weeks have made some really good plays. Pitch low and away, 2-0 the count on Ethan Murdoch, their DH, who struck out and grounded out. Jack Cook, former head coach at Marshall, took him to those 2 NCAA tournaments. That's who the stadium's named after. This is line down the line and left foul towards the Bobcat bullpen. 2-1 the count. But it is a beautiful ballpark. It's right by their softball facility there. So it's really a nice little athletic village they got. Softball, baseball, and, of course, indoor facility, and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Herd in football. Pitch misses outside, 3-1 the count. 2 gone, runner at second. Top of the 6th, 4-2 Herd, man out there at second, and the pitch. Top of the 6th inning. This is bounced foul to the Bobcat dugouts, 3-2. But ballpark looks really nice. And about time, because Marshall, they had a bit of a home field, but not really. Payoff pitch is popped up into shallow right. Coming in is Slanker. Out goes Finney. Finney's called off. Slanker makes the head-high 2-hand squeeze, and the inning's over. And Marshall used to have to play in Charleston or in Beckley. So finally they have a brand spanking new home field that they haven't had ever. And so they will try to use it and keep climbing in the Sun Belt. But here, they're turned away. Good defensive play. Ben Slanker to finish it, and Caleb Carl in left. 4-2 Marshall as we go to the bottom of the 6th. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card, too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
4 home games to finish up the season for Ohio baseball. Midweek night tonight against Marshall. Then 3 weekend games against Akron. The weekend will start on Thursday, which is, that's fine. The best weekends start on Thursday and end on Monday. And I'm sure that's happened in Athens, maybe in Huntington often. Bottom of the 6th innings on, Nick Dolan leads it off. Bobcats down 4-2 in meeting 177 all time in this regional baseball rivalry. Dolan Smith and Mancino scheduled, and this hits Dolan, and so he's on. Peyton Schofield's still out there for the Herd, and Dolan is hit by a pitch for the second time tonight. Here's Bryce Smith. Luke Bohr started for Ohio tonight and pitched just 1 inning. Chad Heiner went deeper in the game, went 4 innings, and the Herd has used 3 pitchers. Ohio's used 3. Left on left here, Bryce Smith reached on a fielder's choice and struck out, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Light's taking more of an effect now. It's been a cloudy day all day. It's looked like it could rain at any time all day, but it hasn't. Hopefully good weather coming up for the series against Akron. 0-1 pitch. High and wide, it's 1-1. And good weather hopefully for the Herd in Huntington as they take on the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina. They are still mathematically alive for the Sun Belt Conference Tournament, although it's not a real strong pulse. 1-1, breakers fouled off the mask of Byers, or Ayers rather, and back to the backstop. They need to win out, and they need a lot of help. This is when you say crazier things have happened before. 1-2 coming to Bryce Smith. Fouled back again. Now they need a couple of sweeps, and they need to sweep. And I thank Steve Cotton for laying all that out. Longtime voice of the Herd. 1-2 pitch. Got under it, popped it up. Shallow left. Could be a tough play. Vogelsong on, and now the shortstop reaches out, and Ferraro makes the catch. 3 fielders over there, and eventually it was Ferraro who Ferrari'd his way over there to make the catch. Back to first goes Dolan. Pop out for Bryce Smith. Here's Paulie Mancino. There was a 5-3 double play in the second inning that produced a run, and he hit that and then struck out in the 4th. 1 gone, runner at first, bottom of 6, 4-2 Herd with the lead. Ohio's 2 runs came in the second inning. Runner breaks, pitches high, called a strike, throw down to second. They got him. Nick Dolan is undone. Second baseman took the throw, Hondras. 2-4. So the complexion of this inning is changed. 0-1 the count, 2 gone now, and the base is wiped clean. Mancino, the 8th man in the lineup. Paulie was 0 for 3 in the finale of the series on Sunday. That bounces in, 1-1 the count. Mancino and Huntington went 0 for 2. Bobcats lost last week 7-4. That was on Wednesday night in front of an announced crowd of 1,554. That's a good crowd. 2-1 the count. Two-one pitch. Bouncing ball towards short. To his left, Ferraro. Easy hop. Throws to first in time. Inning over. So Ohio had the leadoff man on. Hit by a pitch. Pop out. Caught stealing. Ground out. Inning done. 4-2 Herd as we head on to the 7th. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear. Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com for Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the 2023-24 college athletic season? You can follow the standings of your favorite school or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. That's thedirectorscup.com and L Directors Cup on Twitter. Trophies will be awarded in June 2024 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
We bring on the herd here in the top of the 7th inning. 4-2 Marshall. 4-5-0 for the herd. 2-4-1 for the Bobcats. New pitcher into the ball game here in the top of the 7th is Ethan Stewart. 6'1", 205 from Langsville, Ohio. Tiny town, Meigs County. And pretty cool story. Ethan Stewart. And there can't have been tons of D1 products from Meigs, the Marauders of Meigs High School.
6'1" freshman variety in Langsville, Ohio, number 50.
Ethan Stewart. Stewart making his 5th appearance. He did start a game. 6 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 8 runs, 2 earned, 7 walks, 6 strikeouts. When he's been in there, he's been pretty good. 4th pitcher used tonight for Ohio. 4-2, Marshall with the lead. Callan Smith leads it off. It is 8-9-1 for Marshall. Strikeout and a single tonight. First one to the left-handed hitter, misses outside. It's 1-0. One final in Major League Baseball today, double header. Actually 2 finals in the Bigs. 1-0, misses outside, 2-0. Double header on the south side of Chicago. Nationals 6, White Sox 3. They'll play another one, and that will get going a bit later on. Hit by a pitch was Callan Smith, and he is trying to hobble towards first. Training staff for Marshall out there, and he will get to the bag and shows a little bit of a limp as he's trying to walk it out beyond the bag at first. But hopefully Callan Smith's all right as he's walking towards the grass portion of foul territory beyond the infield turf. And he's jogging back to the bag at first. He'll stay in the game. So Smith hit by a pitch to lead off the 7th inning. Here's Trey Hondros, their second baseman.
Second baseman number 3, Trey Hondros.
Grounded out in the 3rd, popped out in the 4th. 4-2 herd, we're in the 7th. High set from Stewart, and he lost the handle on that breaking ball, and it went over the helmet of Hondros. It's 1-0. Phillies beat the Mets today 4-0 at an afternoon game at Citi Field. Time called Tim Brown out, Ohio's pitching coach, to have a word with Ethan Stewart. Guardians and Rangers play just after the top of the hour. Reds are out west, and they'll play the Diamondbacks. There is activity in Ohio's bullpen. It's a midweek night, so going to the pen often is not something that's dissimilar to a lot of other midweek nights. Pat on the chest from Tim Brown, and he'll jog back to the third base dugout. Nine-man in the lineup is Hondros. Out of Chicago, Homewood Flossmoor High School, South Burbs. Had some good friends go to HF. Right-handed hitter, leaning at first, but getting back to the bag is Smith. Marshall, they run a bunch more than Ohio does. They have 78 stolen bases this year. And Smith has 4. Hondras, the 9-man. Another throw over. Last year, Marshall went 16-37, 5-25 in the Sun Belt. This year, 17-34 coming into this one tonight. Breaking ball hangs high, 2-0. Marshall in conference play is 9-18. 2-0 pitch from Stewart to Hondras. Misses high, 3-0. Marshall, when it was in Conference USA in 2008, did go to the title game. Had 30 wins that year and lost to Houston in the 2008 Conference USA title game. 3-0, inside and low, ball 4. 2 aboard here to start it off for Marshall. In the 7th inning, back topside to Cam Harthen. Harthen 0 for 3 tonight. Strikeout, line out. Marshall won regular season titles in the SoCon in 78 and 81. And that 78 team, coached by Jack Cook, who the field's named after, they went to the NCAA tournament. There's a strike. 0-1 the count. On the left-handed hitting, Cam Harthen. But it's tough when you don't have a home field. Until now. 0-1, tried to crank that down the line, came up empty on a breaking ball. It's 0-2. I can't imagine what that would have had to have been like for years and years. Leaving campus to play a home game in Charleston or Beckley. 0-2, just stuck the bat on the ball, floats it into shallow left, dumps down for a base hit. Carl tried to deke the runners. The throw to third is late on a force. That wasn't that far back of the infield turf, and so I guess there could have been a way, technically, that it could have been a bit of an extended infield fly. Wouldn't have been there, but Carl came up gunning to third, and sliding in there was Smith, so there's a Buffalo on every base. Member of the herd on every base. Here's Owen Ayers, who is still, as mentioned, a double away from setting the school record and breaking the one that he set last year with 23. 1-0 to him is a strike. From Stewart, it's 1-1. Smith at third, Hondras at second, Harthen at first. It's a little stoink of a single to shallow left. 2-1 the count. He's been on base twice tonight, hit by a pitch and singled. Bouncing ball towards first, that is a foul ball. That might have actually went off the foot of Ayers. And he's walking around behind the plate. That rolled out there a long way. Trying to shake it out. That must have went off his right foot. Does have a protective guard on it. You could tell it must have really hurt because it rolled all the way out to the bag at first. 2-2 pitch. Missed outside on a soft one. It's 3-2. No place to put this guy. Owen Ayers came in hitting .287. Next one low, ball 4. It is 5-2 Marshall. Bases loaded walk. Smith comes in to score. RBI 27 on the year for Owen Ayers. Here's Gio Ferraro. Hondras at third. Harthen at second. Ayers at first. Still nobody out. Top of the 7th. 5-2 Marshall. Infield in at the corners. Pitch is low. It's 1-0 on Ferraro, who has 2 singles tonight. Singled in the first, singled in the third, lined out to Finney in the 5th. Swing and a miss. Next one from Stewart, low and away. 1-1 the count on the 3-man Gio Ferraro. 2-1 rather. And the next one missed him inside, and that hit him. It is 6-2 Marshall now. Second hit batter in the inning. All of this has happened with exactly one hit. Hondras scores to third, Harthen to second, Ayers. Ferraro on, hit by a pitch. Here's Caden Kaiser, and all he did back in the third inning was hit a 3-run homer. Tim Brown out, second visit of the inning. Pitching change now. So the bases are loaded again. 6-2 Marshall, nobody gone, top of 7. We'll tell you about the new Bobcat arm after this on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Bobcat Baseball 2024 is brought to you by Labatt Blue. This season, share a Labatt. Labatt Blue, good at beer. Union Street Diner. Visit Athens' landmark diner at 70 West Union Street. Holzer Health System. Think Holzer first. Steak and Shake. Proudly serving steak burgers and milkshakes on East State Street in Athens. And by the Hugh White family of dealerships. 250 Columbus Road in Athens. Or online at visithughwhite.com.
Located on 741 East State Street, Steak and Shake is serving up handmade milkshakes, fresh pressed steak burgers, and crispy shoestring fries cooked right to order. Kick off your day with our breakfast served until 11 a.m. And don't forget to join us for happy hour drinks and shakes on weekdays from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m.
Left corner for 3, bang! And oh baby, what a first half it's been.
In sight, it must be right. We'll see you there at Steak and Shake Athens.
What does Holzer mean to me? It's home. It's opportunity. It's community. It's a place where coworkers are friends and friends become family. It's a place that supports my community. And a place where I know I can make a difference. Discover your opportunities right here at Holzer. Think Holzer first.
New pitcher into the ballgame for Ohio is Hudson Bonkel, making his 13th appearance. He has started a game this year. 22 innings of work, 0-1 with a 11.05 ERA. 34 hits, 28 runs, 27 earned, 19 walks, 21 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .374 against. The native of Corona, California. 6'3", 205, right-handed junior Hudson Bonkel, who wears number 32. He inherits a situation that is sticky. Bases are loaded, nobody gone. Top of 7, 2 already in, 6-2 Hurd. Welcome to the ballgame, Hudson Bonkel. Right on left with Kaiser, who was a home run hitter in the third inning. A 3-run shot. 4th home run of the year. Been on base twice tonight. There was an error in the 6th. There's a strike. It is 0-1. You can hear a frog here at the ballpark. I don't know where that frog is, but you can hear it. 0-1. Fly ball, right field, deep. Way back, warning track, wall, gone. Grand slam, a home run. Caden Kaiser. It is 10-2 Marshall. Second home run of the night. Caden Kaiser cranks that baby to right center field and out of here. Kaiser and the Herd erupts here with 6 in the 7th. That was to the right of the 380 marker in right center field. Here's A.J. Havrilla, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Big swing and a miss. Havrilla was trying to hit it over the scoreboard. Came up empty. It's 0-2. Oof. A Kaiser crush, his second one of the night. 0-2. Just missed outside. 1-2 the count. So this is the 5th time that Marshall's had a double-digit run output this year. And in back-to-back games for the first time. Pitch misses low and away, 2-2 the count on Hevrila, who is 0 for 3 tonight. 2-2 pitch, popped him up. This is into left, shallow left. In and to his left is Carl, under it, but the center fielder, Mancino, makes the play. That, friends, is the first out of the inning. Here's Elijah Vogelsong. 0 for 3 tonight. So 10 runs after 11 runs in their win over James Madison on Sunday. There's the strike. It's 0-1. Vogelsong, left-handed hitting left fielder, was number 5 on the ESPN top 10 for a catch that he made in the JMU series. Takes a strike. It's 0-2. But back-to-back games with double-digit run output, and just their 5th this year. 0-2 high, 1-2 the count. Their women's basketball team scored like crazy. There's a strike. Strike 3 called. So Bonkel gets the strikeout. Second out of the inning. Here's Ethan Murdoch, 9th man to bat in the inning. Big swing and a miss. Murdoch, a 192 hitter. And the pitch missed outside. Now their women's basketball team, they won the Sun Belt Championship. They won 26-7 this past year. Beat JMU in overtime in the conference championship game. Next one misses outside, 2-1 the count. Lost to Virginia Tech in the NCAA tournament. Now their former head coach is the head coach at Tennessee. Kim Caldwell, their new head coach, Julie Folks, national championship head coach at Transylvania, which is in Lexington. Ball 4, Murdoch on. So the inning continues. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 base runners in the inning. Smith, who was hit by a pitch already in this inning, who singled in the 4th, hits now. Left-handed batter, and he takes a strike from Hudson Bonkel. It's 0-1. So Kim Caldwell, 1 year at Marshall, now on Rocky Top, and a good head coach coming in, Julie Folks. Line drive into right for a base hit. Sprinting around second and getting to third is Murdoch. The inning continues with a 2-out single to right by Callan Smith. Here's Trey Hondras. Now their new women's basketball coach went 31-1 this past year for the Pioneers of Transylvania. They're a D3 school. And won the national title undefeated last year. They're nicknamed the Pioneers, but their logo and a mascot is a bat. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. The bat is actually named after a longtime professor there at Transylvania. And the bat connection is caves in East Kentucky that have bats in them. Probably in Huntington, too. Pitch misses low. It's 1-1. But anyway, that's a pretty good hire for a school that's been making good hires on the regular. Fly ball foul. 2 gone in the inning. Runners on the corners. 1-2 the count. Their athletic director, Christian Spears, somebody I've known since his time at both Northern Illinois and Southern Illinois. Texted him today. He's at the Sun Belt Conference meetings in Florida. But good man, doing good work in Huntington as their AD. Runner breaks from first, and that's a foul off. First base side out of play. Will be an important year for Marshall football. Charles Huff and the Herd, they went 6-7 this past year, lost in the Frisco Bowl to Texas San Antonio. 2 years ago, they won at Notre Dame. But a lot of things going the right way in Huntington. And Christian Spears, a big reason why they're AD. Pitch misses high. Taking second on the play is Smith. And no throw down. So a stolen base. Second one on the night. That's 80 on their season. 2-2 pitch. Bouncing ball to short to his left, J.R. Nelson. Shoulder high hop, runs and throws to first in time, and the inning's finally over. 6 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. No errors, 2 left. Time to stretch in Athens. All heard 10-2 Marshall. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Game day, baby. Let's go. Wait, oh no. You've got to be kidding. I forgot the Labatt.
No worries, pal. I got your Labatt. Let's get this tailgate started.
You are the man.
Anyone else need a Labatt? I can't believe you broke that table.
Nothing like a blue light and some chicken wing dip.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, drinking Labatt? Because it takes a team to support the team. Labatt takes everything to the power of we. Always enjoy responsibly. Beer, copyright 2023, Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York, all rights reserved. Labatt regulated U.S. trademark of Labatt Brewing Company, Ltd.
People's Bank is a proud sponsor of Ohio University Athletics. And just like OU, People's Bank is headquartered in Southeast Ohio. People's Bank has been in business for over 120 years with over 100 full-service bank branches to serve you. With 3 locations in Athens County, now's the time to consider a switch and feel the client-first experience that helped People's Bank grow into a top 200 bank in the United States. People's Bank would love a chance to earn your business. Go Bobcats. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC.
Better late than never. Take me out to the ball game plays at the ballpark. 7th inning stretch in Athens. Ohio needs a bunch of runs. Down 10-2 to the herd. 10-8-0 for Marshall. 2-4-1 for Ohio. Bobcats in danger of getting swept in the non-conference rivalry series this year. 80 miles separates these two schools. Always good that these two schools play in anything. Doesn't matter what it is. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning now. And Ohio was down 10-3 at Miami over the weekend. And so maybe the comeback Cats can battle back and come back again. I wonder how many times that's happened in back-to-back games in Bobcat history. New pitcher into the ball game for Marshall. 16, Bauer Burkett. Bauer Burkhardt in there for Marshall. It's his 5th appearance of the year. No record with the 10.38 ERA. 4 1/3 innings of work, 3 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .214 against Bauer Burkhardt. As we started off in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ben Slanker, J.R. Nelson, and Alex Finney scheduled against the right-hander, Bauer Burkhardt. It's 1-0. Ohio out hit 8-4 tonight. 2-0 the count. Burkhardt wears 16. He is from Leesburg, Virginia, 6 foot 170, and a freshman. 2-0 pitch. Misses inside. It's 3-0. Got to start somewhere, right? 3-0 pitch coming. There it is, ball 4, leadoff walk. So Slanker on the walk. Here's J.R. Nelson. J.R. came into the ballgame hitting .324.
Now batting the Bobcat, shortstop number 34, J.R. Nelson.
Joel Richard Nelson. He told us what the J.R. stands for in the catch and the convo. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Runner at first, nobody gone. Bottom 7, 10-2 herd. Burkhardt. This is up and in, off the mitt of Ayers, back to the backstop, and a wild one, and up to second goes Slanker. Nelson tonight 0 for 3. Popped out in the first, grounded out in the third, grounded out in the 5th. We'll play some of his summer in Rockford, Illinois with the Rockford Rivets in the Northwoods League. They used to have a minor league team there. They used to be the Expos and the Cubs. Breaking ball strike, it's 1-1. Yeah, some of those great Expos players before they moved. Marquise Grissom, Delino DeShields, and others. Larry Walker, they played their time in Rockford. Old Marinelli Field. 1-1 pitch. Bouncing ball towards third. Off the bag and glove, and no play. Havrilla. That just trickled towards the Bobcat dugout, and up to second on the play is Slanker. I'm sorry, holding at second on the play is Slanker. So Nelson on with the infield hit unless they call that an error. It's an error up on the board right now. Havrilla came charging in, tried to make the backhand pickup near the bag. It looked like it went off the bag, but it must not have. And then it went off the palm of the mitt. So here's Alex Finney. Been on base 20 straight games now. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Pitch sweeps low and outside. Want to know the count. Finney says when this season is over, his baseball career is over. Finney had a brother that played in a 4-team league in a ballpark in suburban Detroit. It's at Jimmy John's Field if you want to take a look at it. And it's 4 teams, and they just rotate playing, which really enforces the point. 2-0, that hit him. Went up and in, and it might have gotten that guard on his left elbow. Bases are loaded now. So to third goes Slanker, to second goes Nelson. On at first is Finney, and here's Caleb Carl. Time called. There is activity in the Marshall bullpen. Nobody out here in the 7th inning. It's a midweek game, so yes, this kind of stuff can happen for sure. Or there could be some wild comebacks and some crazy stories. Ohio's been out hit tonight 8-4. Home plate umpire coming out to the mound. Matt Nieder, and the conference is broken up. And Marshall will stay with who they've got out there. So, bases are loaded. Burkhardt stays in. Carl's the batter now. Bases loaded, nobody out, bottom of the 7th inning. Carl's come through a lot. Started with the 2 RBI hit at Bowling Green that gave Ohio the win there a couple weeks ago. He was trying to hit a 7-run home run, and he came up empty there. It's 0-1. That was a mighty rip. Came up empty. 3-man in the lineup, hitting .309, 0-1, low and in. Does have 10 runs batted in, and the first 2 occurred at Bowling Green. 1-1 the count. Wears 26 in green on the back of that black uniform top. 1-1, swatted deep down the line and left towards the corner, and that ball is gone. A grand slam home run. Carl crushed it, and he comes through for the Cats again. It is 10-6, a grand slam Bobcat blast. It's a midweek night. Buckle up. Anything can happen now. Always good when the Gap Band plays and the bomb's been dropped in baseball terms. Carl crushed it. Question would be, was it fair or foul? It was fair by a couple of feet, and it ended up against that screen, which is above the wall. So the herd stuck with Burkhardt, and now Burkhardt has sent back to the dugout. They'll go to the bullpen. 6 runs for the herd in the 7th, 4 here for Ohio in the bottom half. It's 10-6. And Marshall's going to the bullpen right now. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Bobcat fans, the Hugh White family of dealerships is your hometown Athens dealer. And to show our commitment to the community, we're offering free car washes for Ohio University students and faculty, as well as college grad discounts with all of our new brands. But that's not all. We provide free concierge service for faculty. We'll pick up your vehicle and drop it back off after service. Take advantage of our leases at under $200 per month. Come visit us on North Columbus Road, less than 5 minutes from campus, or online at visithughwhite.com. And remember, if the deal is right, it must be Hugh White.
If there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par Mar has it. Download the Par Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Bobcat Baseball 2024 is brought to you by Labatt Blue. This season, share a Labatt. Labatt Blue, good at beer. Union Street Diner. Visit Athens' landmark diner at 70 West Union Street. Holzer Health System. Think Holzer first. Steak and Shake. Proudly serving steak burgers and milkshakes on East State Street in Athens. And by the Hugh White family of dealerships. 250 Columbus Road in Athens. Or online at visithughwhite.com.
New pitcher in the ball game for Marshall is Nick Jodway. Jodway, Jodway. Graduate student, 6 foot 215, right-handed arm out of Morganton, North Carolina. Howard Junior College transfer. Nick Jodway wears 22. The righty, Jodway, making his 12th appearance. He's 0-2 with a 9.31 ERA. Roush with a mighty rip and came up empty. It's 0-1. AJ tonight singled, scored in the second, walked in the fifth. 10-6. Ohio's down by 4 here in the seventh with nobody out. Pitch nearly bit him up and in. It's 1-1. Kind of recoiled like there was a bee right by him in the right-handed batter's box. Ohio out hit tonight 8-5. Carl with the grand slam home run in the inning takes a strike. It's 1-2. Ohio came back from down 10-3 with an 8-run eighth on Sunday. 1-2. That nearly hit him, spun him around like a dreidel in the right-handed batter's box. It's 2-2. Still nobody out in the inning. Walk, air, walk, grand slammer. 2-2 pitch to Roush. Fastball, strike 3 called. Right over the heart of the dish. It was over. Roush thought it was low, but it's strike 3 and the first out of the inning. Here's Trey Cassidy. Cassidy tonight walked and scored, grounded out, flew out. Ohio lost 7-4 last week. These two teams are starting to score some runs now. Ohio outscored Miami 29-20 over the weekend. Right on left, rope to right, but right at Smith, who leaps up and makes the catch. Wow. Callan Smith, quick turn on a line drive. It was do or die, leapt up and made the catch. What a play.
Nick Dolan.
Here's Nick Dolan. On base 3 times tonight, plunked by 2 pitches and a single. Cloud cover all day. Just a little hint of a breeze. Temperatures in the 60s today. Doesn't even feel that warm. And there's a strike. It's 0-1. I don't miss that tent that I broadcasted under in Oxford like an infotainment circus act. 0-1. Low and in, 1-1 the count. People asked, why did I broadcast from under a tent there? Well, they don't have broadcast booths there. I don't know how you don't have broadcast booths at a newish ballpark. 1-1 pitch. Bouncing ball to short. Charging there, Ferraro. Takes a couple extra steps. Sidearm sling to first in time for the out. So Ohio had the grand slam with nobody out. And then 1-2-3 after that, as the Marshall bullpen was able to get it done with Jodway. But Ohio is back in this game with a way of a grand slam for Caleb Carl. 10-6 Marshall as we go to the 8th. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Bobcat Baseball 24 is brought to you by Labatt Blue. This season, share a Labatt. Labatt Blue, good at beer. Union Street Diner. Visit Athens' landmark diner at 70 West Union Street. Holzer Health System. Think Holzer first. Steak and Shake. Proudly serving steak burgers and milkshakes on East State Street in Athens. And by the Hugh White family of dealerships. 250 Columbus Road in Athens. Or online at visithughwhite.com.
Located on 741 East State Street, Steak and Shake is serving up handmade milkshakes, fresh pressed steak burgers, and crispy shoestring fries cooked right to order. Kick off your day with our breakfast served until 11 a.m. And don't forget to join us for happy hour drinks and shakes on weekdays from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m.
Left corner for three. Bang! And oh, baby, what a first half it's been.
In sight, it must be right. We'll see you there at Steak and Shake Athens.
Eighth innings on. Welcome back to the Ren. We got a brand new ball game here. Ohio and Marshall. 10-8-1 for the Herd. 6-5-1 for the Cats. It's midweek night, so anything's possible here. Hudson Bonkel back out there for the Bobcats. And the Herd that, boy, did they send a bunch up there in the 7th inning. Leadoff hitter Cam Harthen leads it off here in the 8th, and he takes the ball. It's 1-0. Tonight, 1 for 4 with a run scored. There's a strike. It's 1-1. Left-handed batter, right-handed reliever is Bonkel here. And the pitch. There's a strike outside Black. It's 1-2. One-two, hit on the ground to third, down on two knees to dive to pick it up. Dolan throws high to first, and it went over Smith. Off the retaining wall, ricochets to the fringe of the outfield grass right on the line, and up to second on the play is Harthen. So it was a tough play and a good play for Dolan to be able to retrieve that, and it turned into an overthrow to first. So you could score that a couple of ways. You could score that a hit and an error, or just a straight-up two-base error, which gets you to the same place. Harthen on. Here's Owen Ayers, still standing at 23 doubles, and he takes one inside from Bonkel. That's too bad because Dolan did well to make the play on the ball. And that's a tough throw to make, and you know the runner is really flying down the line. So a tough luck throw, which turns into an error, and 2-0 the count now on Ayers. Spelled differently, not E-R-R-O-R-S. It's A-Y-E-R-S. Takes a fastball strike from Bonkel. It is 2-1. Good to see former Ohio Sports Information worker Cody Lynn here at the ballpark tonight. He's the sports info contact for men's basketball and baseball at Marshall. He's been there for a number of years now. Good to see him at the park tonight. 2-2 pitch to Ayers. Fly ball foul down the line and left. Out of play. Yeah, Cody's been there for a number of years now. And he was down there when our buddy Jason Corrier was the sports information director at Marshall. So there are a lot of ties between these two schools. 2-2, hit on the ground to short. Going to be a tough play. Nelson circled it and bobbled it. He might not have been able to make a throw to first anyway. And so runners on the corners here with nobody out. That's an E6 on Nelson. And so that's back-to-back errors here in some form or fashion. Runners on first and third now, nobody out. Gio Ferraro bats, and he's been on base 3 times tonight. 2 singles and was hit by a pitch. On deck is a guy that's hit a grand slam and a 3-run homer. That's Kaiser. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1 on a slider from Hudson Bonkel. 0-1 the count. Right on right here to the 3-man in the lineup. Throw to first, chases Ayers back. You wonder if Marshall would have something up here. With a runner at third and nobody out. Ayers, 4 stolen bases this year. Slide piece from Bonkel, slides behind the left-handed batter's box. It's 1-1. Airtime on Friday is 5:45. I'm sorry, on Thursday, 5:45 for a first pitch at 6. Cats and Zips, 1-1, high chopper foul. Might have been off his left foot. 6 o'clock on Thursday, 4 o'clock Friday, 1 o'clock on Saturday, and that is the end of the line. 1-2 pitch, runners on the corners, nobody out. Here it is. Sliced foul down the line and right towards the Marshall bullpen. There's a sheet covering over the chain link fence there with the attack hat, the Arts to Ohio. 1-2 the count. Big pitch here to Ferraro. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Climbed the ladder with a fastball and a bat flip from Ferraro. I think he's frustrated that he didn't pound that ball. That was good on good, and the good of the fastball from Bonkel gets Ferraro. That's a big out. And be careful here, because all this guy has done tonight is homer twice and have 7 RBI. Caden Kaiser. Caden with the C, Kaiser with the K. He's been on base 3 times. The grand slam and the 3-run homer to right were towards the right center field gap. Throw to first, and back on a dive is Ayers. That was close. I think Smith and Bonkel both thought that they got him. Not a ton of chatter at the ballpark tonight. School not in session here. Throw to first, chases Ayers back. Harthen, the runner at third. Caden Kaiser at the plate, and here it is. Outside, 1-0. Feels like commencement happened early this year. It's always odd when you're on campus and there are athletic events going on and school isn't in session. Another throw to first, and Ayers back. Town kind of empties out a little bit. Summertime in Athens. Parking's a whole lot easier now. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. Straight change on the outside edge. A ball and a strike. Will really kind of feel odd this weekend. Out to the ballpark 3 straight days. 1-1, low, 2-1. With not much else of a buzz around the rest of campus. But the Ren's a good place to watch a ball game for sure. Hopefully a good crowd this weekend. 2-1 pitch coming to Kaiser. Cleanup hitter who's done just that tonight. And Bonkel and the Bobcats are really worried about Ayers at first. If you're going to go, I'd probably go now. He's not. And it's a breaker that misses low. 3-1. Well, now this is a tough spot because this guy has 2 home runs tonight. This is a dead red hitter's count. I guess you could sneak something by him here potentially, but be careful. Instead of throw to first. The Weather Channel app says that intermittent rain will start at 8:40 tonight. So hopefully we're done before then. 3-1. Just missed, low and outside. Ball 4. Bases loaded, 1 gone. Kaiser on at first, on for the 4th time tonight. Harthen at third, Ayers at second, Kaiser at first. Here's A.J. Havrilla, their third baseman, right-handed hitter, close to the plate, back of the box, and the pitch. Breaking ball low, 1-0. Not much of a breeze at the park, so these home runs have not been wind-aided tonight. Bonkel from the stretch on the 1-0. Strike, inside edge, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Strike called. That just clipped the inside corner. 1-2. One-two pitch. Tap foul. To the on-deck circle. Nice play by Elijah Vogelsong. Bases packed with the herd. 1 gone here in the 8th. 10-6 Marshall. 1-2's eye high. 2-2 the count. But for a ball club that has just been awful on the road this year, they're putting together a couple of good road efforts now to close. This is tap foul. 2-2. And for them to have a little bit of life and something to look forward to for this upcoming weekend. Now, granted, a lot needs to happen for them to get to the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. We've covered that already. But they've got to be feeling as good as they felt. Scoring some runs and in some good games. 2-2 pitch. That's sent down the line in right, foul. Good battle here between Bonkel and the 5-man in the lineup, Havrilla. 2-2 the count, 1 gone. Been a lot of bases loaded situations. That's spoiled again, down the line and right, foul. Gideon Antle, who's not in the lineup tonight for Ohio, had a 13-pitch at bat at Miami, in which he was hit by a pitch. This is not that long, but it's getting there. 2-2 the count, 1 gone, sacks packed. Bouncing ball, weakly hit, left side of the infield. Nelson with a tough play, backhand pickup, throws to first late. And Marshall gets 2 runs out of it because the throw bounced in to Bryce Smith at first. It is now 12-6. And Ohio's having difficulty on balls hit on the infield. 2 runs scored there. Runners on first and second now. Harthen scores. Ayers scores as that ball bounced towards the mound from Bryce Smith, about 5 feet away from him. JR gave it everything he had, but the throw just bounced in. And then Smith wasn't able to make the play. And so first and second, the runners now. It's now 12-6 Marshall. Here's Elijah Vogelsong, their left fielder, who is 0 for 4 tonight. And Bonkel misses outside. It's 1-0. So 8 runs for the herd here and not even 2 completed innings. In the 7th and 8th, 1-0. Low and in on Vogelsong. That is an error on the throw on JR. Next one's low. It's 3-0, and Vogelsong with that 2-tone blue bat hasn't had to do anything yet. Bonkel has black spikes. Most of the Bobcats are in white spikes. 3-0. Obligatory strike. It's 3-1. If anything's close there and over the plate, it's going to be called a strike. Vogelsong didn't think so. The herd's a Nike school. They're all in black spikes with a white swoosh. 3-1 pitch. It's 3-2 now. Strike called. A little bit more of a breeze now, not much of it. There is some rain in the area. Payoff pitch, one gone. First and second the runners. 12-6 Hurd. Runners go. Bouncing ball towards first. Just foul. We'll do it again. Let's see that radar now. Uh-oh. Some showers in Athens County and towards Chillicothe, so that will be fun. 3-2 the count. First and second the runners. One gone. Hurd up 6. And an inside move to second with no throw. So the Hurd trying to do something, I would guess, I'd have to take a look, that they haven't done all year, and that's win back-to-back roadies. Trying to anyway. 3-2's popped up on the infield left side. Who wants it? J.R. Nelson there. Two-handed squeeze. Head high with that almost white mitt. Very light tan mitt. There's 2 outs. Here's Ethan Murdoch. Walked in the 7th, grounded out in the 4th, struck out in the 2nd. 12-6 Hurd, doubling up Ohio in runs and hits tonight. Ohio has 4 errors in this game. Strike called from Bonkel. Outside corner, 0-1 the count. The Hurd batted around plus in the 7th, and this is the 7th man to bat in this inning. 0-1, low and away. 1-1 the count. Next one from Bonkel to the DH. Fly ball to right. This gets a little carry towards the corner, and that ball is foul. Got more than a little carry. It got a lot of carry. It's 340 down the line, right field corner. Left field corner, 380 to the alleys, and there's a lot of distance in center. It's 405. In any new ballpark in college baseball, you never see 405 anymore. That is deep. 1-2 pitch to Murdoch. High, 2-2. Yellow bulbs on that scoreboard say 2-2-2. Ball, strikes, and outs. 2-2 pitch. Called. Strike 3. Changeup, outside edge. Inning over. Marshall scores 2. Ohio had 3 errors in the inning. Marshall scores 2 with no hits. 2 stranded. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 12-6 Marshall. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
What does Holzer mean to me? It's home. It's opportunity. It's community. It's a place where coworkers are friends and friends become family. It's a place that supports my community and a place where I know I can make a difference. Discover your opportunities right here at Holzer. Think Holzer first.
Game day, baby. Let's go. Wait, oh no. You've got to be kidding. I forgot the Labatt.
No worries, pal. I got your Labatt. Let's get this tailgate started.
You are the man.
Anyone else need a Labatt? I can't believe you broke that table.
Nothing like a blue light and some chicken wing dip.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, drinking Labatt? Because it takes a team to support the team. Labatt takes everything to the power of we. Always enjoy responsibly. Beer, copyright 2023, Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York, all rights reserved. Labatt regulated U.S. trademark of Labatt Brewing Company, Ltd.
Ben Marshall's year in baseball and men's basketball in this rivalry. Got to wait till 2027 to see football play again. Battle of the Bell. Here, the Bell not in Athens. Bell is still in Huntington because they won the last meeting in football. 12-6 Marshall. Bottom of the 8th inning is out. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Thanks for listening to Bobcat Baseball, or watching it, or however you're getting us tonight. Battleback Bobcats will have to do just that again. Bryce Smith leads it off. Smith, Mancino, and Slanker Caleb Carl had a grand slam home run in the 7th inning. Smith in there against Jodway, who after the grand slam was given up, came in to strike out one man and get 3 straight outs. First one ties up Bryce Smith. He didn't offer at it. It's a strike. It's 0-1. Right on left here. He hunches over. Arm dangles. Now ball meets glove in the pitch. Misses outside. 1-1 the count. It's a kind of a Craig Kimbrell sort of a approach, but he's quicker with it. 1-1 pitch. Line drive, center field. Coming on is Hartman, and can't make the play. It is a single to center. Good start. Bryce Smith on the single. Hit number 6 on the night. Here's Paulie Mancino, but we will get a pinch hitter here. It's Cole Williams.
Pinch hitter number 8.
Cole Williams, the Marshall transfer, will bat now. Charlotte, North Carolina native, 6'2", 215, left-handed batter, former member of the Herd, now in the pack of Cats, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Cole's been playing a little bit more of late. Cole, 15 for 75 this year. That's a 200 average. 0-1. Kind of resets his feet inside and low. It's 1-1. Cole played in the game in Huntington, and he went 0 for 4. Scored a run, brought in a run. 1-1 pitch with a runner holding at first. Misses inside. 2-1 the count. I don't know if the crowd mic is picking that up, but there is a very loud frog around here. There it is. 2-1. Slapped on the ground, fair. Down the line at third and into left. So Cole Williams, left-handed hitter, goes the other way. 2 on here, nobody out. That was Mancino's spot. He was 0 for 3 tonight. Here's Ben Slanker.
Now batting for the Bobcats, right fielder number 10, Ben Slanker.
12-6 Herd, bottom of the 8th inning. 7th hit on the night for Ohio. Ohio's 2 in the 2nd and 4 in the 7th. That's the offensive output tonight. Jodway wears 22 in light green on the back of the gray uniform top. Script Marshall in light green across the chest. From the stretch, here it is. Big swing and a miss. He gets it up there in a hurry. Hunches over, arm dangles, now with a belt high set. Look at second in the 0-1. Swing and a miss. He rushed it right past him. On Slanker, it's 0-2. It's got a body type of a Chris Fetters, if you remember him. 0-2 pitch, low. 1-2 the count. No, that's not who I'm thinking of. I'll think of it. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That was letter high. It was bearing in on him, and a fastball, strike 3, first down of the inning.
Now batting for the Bobcats, shortstop number 34, J.R. Nelson.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a major league pitcher that he resembles, but I just can't think of the name. Want to know the count on J.R. Nelson. First and second, the runners, 1 gone. We're in the bottom of the 8th, 12-6 Herd. Swing and a miss. Nelson tonight reached on an air in the 7th. Ground out, pop out. Next one's a strike. It's 1-2. Next one high and wide, 2-2 the count. Yeah, I'm not going to think of it. But anyway, this Herd reliever has a good presence on the mound. Jodway, 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. He has the Bobcat hitters off balance. Again, this is a pitching staff, Marshall, that they're 7th best, 9th best in conference in the Sun Belt.
Second baseman number 15.
9th best in the Sun Belt. And they've got some guys with some really good strikeout to walk ratios and some lower ERAs. It's a good pitching league. They're the 5th best league in the country, and so therefore an ERA close to 6, which would be pretty good in the MAC, is not as good there. But these arms, they've got them. The offense has just been a struggle this year. Not tonight, though. It's 12-6 Marshall. First and second the runners. 0-1 the count on Alex Finney. With 2 gone. 1-1 the count. Nick Jodway from the stretch and the 1-1. Swing and a miss. I don't know if Ohio's picking up his release all that well. He's throwing fairly hard, but it's not insanely hard. Hunches over as he gets the sign. Now comes set. 1-2 the count. 2 gone. Bottom 8. 12-6 Herd. And he just missed there. Low. It's 2-2. Ohio with 7 hits. Need a base hit to try to get back in this game. 2-2 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. One thing you could say about Ohio, even in games like this, where they're doubled up, Ohio's plate approach, and you see it from Alex Finney, they battle. Ohio's seen a lot of pitches. 2-2 pitch coming from Jodway, and he missed that way, up high and away. It's 3-2. And Alex Finney, as you would imagine, veteran leader of the ball club, he sets that tone. On base in 20 straight games now. Payoff pitch, runners are going. That's fouled off towards the Hocking and out of play. It's holding at 3-2. Just a handful of folks at the ballpark tonight. Lazy days of the end of the season, college baseball. One more at full. Runners go again. Ooh, that came up and hit him. That's on the guard. That's on his left arm, the tricep and elbow area. He'll walk down to first. Yeesh. That luckily hit that pad. If it came up any higher, that would have been a problem. Bases are loaded now. And Caleb Carl hit a grand slam home run last time he was at the plate.
Now batting for the Bobcats, left fielder number 26, Caleb Carl.
So on at third is Smith. On at second is Cole Williams. On at first is Finney. Time called. And pitching coach visit here for Marshall. Caleb Carl from suburban Madison. And yes, Madison is big enough to have suburbs. Has really turned into something here since the Bowling Green series. And he's at the plate now. Home plate umpire out to break this up. 12-6 the score. We're in the last of the 8th inning. But Ohio is another grand slam away from really making this interesting. Meeting done on the mound. Jodway had Ohio hitters off balance, it seemed, but now all of a sudden, this has turned into interesting proposition. Caleb Carl crushed one, a grand slam last time up, and he's up with the bases loaded again, and he takes one outside. It's 1-0. How many grand slams can you hit in the ball game? Marshall has one. Ohio has one. Ohio's trying to hit two. 1-0, up and in, popped out of the mitt of Ayers, but nowhere further. With the runners, that was popped out of the mitt, scampered to get it behind the plate. 2-0 the count. Combined, these two teams have had 23 at-bats with runners in scoring position. There have been 6 hits. 2-0. Low on a fastball. It's 3-0. Activity in the Marshall bullpen. 3-0 the count with 2 gone, and the sacks packed with cats again. Ohio's down 6. Caleb takes a strike. 3-1. That was right down Court Street. Ground out, walk, single, and a grand slammer for Carl tonight. 3-1. He was trying to hit another one, came up empty. 3-2. Heck, I would too. I think anybody would. If you've already hit a grand slam home run and you're presented that opportunity again, go for it. Payoff pitch, 2 gone, bases loaded, low, ball 4, bases loaded walk. 12-7 now, Ohio down 5. Smith scores, Williams to third, Finney to second, Carl on for the 4th time tonight. And he's pushed his RBI total up to 15. That's 5 in the game. Here's A.J. Roush. Well, this is getting interesting. Jodway's still in there. 2 gone in the 8th. Line drive, right center field, coming in. It's dropping in for a base hit. It scores 1, it scores 2, it is 12-9. 2 RBI single to center, A.J. Roush. Stopping at third is Carl. Finney scored, and Williams scored. Time called, pitching coach out for the herd. Center fielder Harthen came on in, and he couldn't make the play. A.J. Roush with 2 more ribbies, and he had a great series at Miami. And he's having a really good close to this season. Marshall's going to the pen. 2 gone, runners on the corners. Ohio down 12-9. Jodway, he really had it going for Marshall, and then all of a sudden the going got going, and Ohio got going. New pitcher in the game. We'll tell you about him after this on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
People's Bank is a proud sponsor of Ohio University Athletics. And just like OU, People's Bank is headquartered in Southeast Ohio. People's Bank has been in business for over 120 years with over 100 full-service bank branches to serve you. With 3 locations in Athens County, now's the time to consider a switch and feel the client-first experience that helped People's Bank grow into a top 200 bank in the United States. People's Bank would love a chance to earn your business. Go Bobcats. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC.
Bobcat fans, the Hugh White family of dealerships is your hometown Athens dealer. And to show our commitment to the community, we're offering free car washes for Ohio University students and faculty, as well as college grad discounts with all of our new brands. But that's not all. We provide free concierge service for faculty. We'll pick up your vehicle and drop it back off after service. Take advantage of our leases at under $200 per month. Come visit us on North Columbus Road, less than 5 minutes from campus, or online at visithughwhite.com. And remember, if the deal is right, it must be Hugh White.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
It could get wild on a midweek night. It's Tuesday night, and the feeling's right. Cole Agami. Thank you. Agami into the game for Marshall. Agemy. Agami into the game for Marshall. Crowder College transfer, 6'2", 220, Macomb, Michigan. Grad student, right-handed pitcher, Cole Agami into the ball game for Marshall. First and third, the runners, 2 gone. 3 in, bottom 8. Trey Cassidy bats now. Agami making his 15th appearance. He's 0-3 with the 10.03 ERA. 23 and a third innings of work, 41 hits, 29 runs, 26 earned, 19 strikeouts, 13 walks. He's given up 14 doubles. So here we go. 2 gone in the 8th. Most of this happening with 2 outs, and the pitch low and inside on Trey Cassidy. It's 1-0. He's 0 for 3 tonight, scored a run, he walked. Agami in for Marshall. Ohio can tie it with a long one. 1-0 pitch. High, it's 2-0. You know, this happened a lot last year where the game just presented situations for Ohio to be able to battle back and win games. Well, it's happening again late, but better late than never. 2-0. Low and in. Backside throw to first. Oh, my. Close. Diving back in is Roush. Ooh, my. That would have been a terrible way to end the inning. 3-0 the count, 2 gone. 3 already in. We've had 15 runs combined in the last 2 innings now. And the pitch. There's the strike. It's 3-1. Ohio now has 8 hits on the night. Ohio's in the game despite 4 errors. 3-1. Low, ball 4. The bases are loaded again. There's been a MAC record of bases loaded opportunities over the last 2 weekends now, and Nick Dolan's at the plate.
Now batting for the Bobcats, third baseman number 1.
How about this?
Nick Dolan.
Dolan had the big hit to give Ohio the lead it would not give back at Miami to complete that 8-run 8th inning. We're in the 8th now here. Ohio's down 3, bases loaded, 2 gone, and Dolan takes outside. It's 1-0. That was so fun on Sunday, and Ohio's really close to having it happen again. 1-0 pitch. Low and away. 2-0 the count. A Bobcat on every base. Carl at third, Roush at second, Cassidy at first. Dolan, who is doing it at the end of this season, doing it well. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. It's 2-1. The redshirt junior, Pittsburgh native, wears number 1 on the back of that black uniform top. The herd in gray tonight. 2-1 pitch, 2 gone. Bouncing ball towards third, back of the bag, fielded there, and running to the sack is Havril, and he's able to get it. And Havrila ends the inning. So Ohio scores 3 and leaves 3. We're through with 8, 12-9 Marshall. It's getting tight as we head to the 9th on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear. Sync My game is here.
Sync my game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com for Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Now pitching for the Bobcats, 6'2" graduate righty of Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey, number 27, Carson Denham.
12, 10, and 1. Ooh, that was loud. Sorry. 12, 10, and 1 for Marshall. 9, 8, and 4 for Ohio. Welcome back to Bob Wren Stadium. It is the final midweek contest of the year for both of these ball clubs, and it has turned into an interesting one. Marshall with 1 in the first, 3 in the third, 6 in the seventh, 2 in the eighth. 2 for Ohio in the second, 4 in the seventh, 3 in the eighth. Bases were loaded there. The Bobcats just unfortunately didn't have that big hit. New pitcher into the ball game for the Bobcats here.
On the top of the ninth inning
is Carson Denham, making his 12th appearance, 8.76 ERA. He's 0-1, 12 1/3 innings of work from Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey. That is on the extreme southern point of the state of New Jersey. Must be beautiful there. 1-0, misses inside, right-handed arm, wears 27. Cape May Courthouse. If you look at it, if you Google it, you'll see it's right there at the bottom of the state of New Jersey on the shore, on the beach, on the ocean. Line drive right center field, deep and gone. Solo home run. Callan Smith. Home run number 3 of his season, RBI number 14. And the Herd inflates it to a 4-run lead again. It's 13-9. They've been hitting the long ball tonight. That's the third. That's home run number 38 on the season for Marshall. By comparison, Ohio's 45. Grand slam home run, 3-run home run, solo home run. The first 2 were from Kaiser. Smith hits the solo shot, and this is a big league pop-up for Trey Hondras. Near the plate, coming back, and in foul ground, diving for it and not making the play is Trey Cassidy. It always is going to spin back. And that was as high as you'll ever see a pop-up. That was a big league pop-up, and it's a tough play. Catcher has to locate it, discard the mask. It's going to spin back on you, and he dove, and he couldn't make the play. It's a strike. It's 0-2. 13-9 Marshall. Ohio lost 7-4 in Huntington. The next one misses low and inside. It's 1-2. 11 hits on the night for the Herd. And now 9 runs in the last 3 innings. 1-2, swing and a miss. Good pitch from Denham. That was tailing low and away from Hondras for the strikeout. Denham with his 8th strikeout this year to go along with 8 walks. That home run given up by Ohio, the 3rd on the night, that's 75 this year. Bunt put down up the line at 3rd by Harthen. It will stay rolling fair. About 2/3 of the way down the line at 3rd. It never spun back foul. It almost sat on the line. Dolan picked it up. Infield bunt single for the leadoff man, Harthen. And here's Owen Ayers. 13-9 Herd. Hit number 12 on the night for Marshall. Ayers, I guess the only thing left for them to do is have him hit a double, and that would be his 24th on the year. This takes the air out of the balloon a little bit. Bouncing ball towards the right side. Down to get it, Finney. Goes to second, Nelson 1. On to first late. Good effort. Forced play at second. 2 gone to the inning. So changing place at first there is Ayers. And here's Gio Ferraro. 2 gone. Hurd up 4. And the pitch. Missed inside on a soft one from Denham. Bobcat Caravan stop tomorrow night at the Eclipse Company store in the Plains. Pitch misses low. That's from 6 until 8 o'clock. Bobcat head football coach Tim Albin, softball coach Jenna Hall, and pitch misses low and away. They appeal. He didn't go. 3-0 the count. Head men's basketball coach Jeff Bowles will be there. And I'll be there too, asking all the important questions. 3-0 is a strike. It's 3-1. But I assume most of you have been to the Eclipse Company store in the Plains. Good spot. Dinner, drinks, whatever. Hopefully we'll be outside tomorrow night. 3-1, missed inside. It's ball 4. First and second the runners. 2 gone. Ohio down 13-9. We're in the 9th. There's a Caravan stop in Lancaster next week.
First baseman number 21, Caden Kaiser.
Here's Caden Kaiser. He's hit 2 home runs tonight. A 3-run shot, a 4-run shot, and he's up there now. Left-handed hitter, and he takes one low. It's 1-0. That bullfrog is still bullfrogging, ribbiting. Pop-up foul, third base side, out of play. 1-1 the count. 1-1. Strike. 1-2. Change up on the outside corner. Ohio down by 4. This is the middle part of the lineup for Marshall. And Kaiser has done a lot of middle part of the lineup stuff tonight. Turns on 1 foul. 1-2. Yep, they'll see Coastal Carolina over the weekend. If you're a Herd fan, you should head on out to the ballpark. Beautiful new Jack Cook ballpark. The shots and Herd. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Even in that inning, Denham had some good stuff there. All right. Herd get another solo homer in the inning.
At the top of the 9th, score is now 13-9.
It's 13-9. We go to the bottom of the 9th. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Cup for the 2023-24 college athletics. You can follow the standing favorite school or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. That's thedirectorscup.com and L Directors Cup on Twitter. Trophies will be awarded in June 2024 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Bobcat Baseball 2024 is brought to you by Labatt Blue. This season, share a Labatt. Labatt Blue, good at beer. Union Street Diner. Visit Athens' landmark diner at 70 West Union Street. Holzer Health System. Think Holzer first. Steak and Shake. Proudly serving steak burgers and milkshakes on East State Street in Athens. And by the Hugh White family of dealerships. 250 Columbus Road in Athens. Or online at visithughwhite.com.
Hello.
Bottom of the 9th is on. 13-9, Marshall with the lead. We're waiting on Marshall's catcher to get out there to start off the proceedings in the bottom of the 9th. 13-12-1 for the Herd, 9-8-4 for Ohio. Back to Bob Wrenn Stadium in Athens. I'm Russ Eisenstein. We'll have the Zips and Cats for you to finish off this Bobcat baseball season, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for you. Maybe there's a little cat magic here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Bryce Smith, Cole Williams, Ben Slanker up.
First baseman number 12, Bryce Smith.
Bottom of the 9th inning. Smith tonight is 1 for 4. And the pitch. Fastball strike. 0-1 the count. Bryce singled and scored in the 8th. Oh, 2 the count. It was 4-2 Marshall after the 3rd. Next one fouled off. 0-2. 3-hour ball game now. Some of these midweek games can drag with not much happening, but there's a bunch that's happened tonight. And we're just after 3 hours of baseball. 0-2. Misses up and away. Hitting room in right center field. 1-2 pitch. Turned on foul to the Marshall dugout. Just a couple of fans hanging out over the rail down there. Ohio and Marshall have both left 9 tonight. 1-2. Foul back to the screen. Long ball has been a problem, unfortunately, for Ohio. Bobcats have given up some home runs this year, not just tonight. 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Injuries in the pitching staff. Top of the rotation, back of the bullpen, and everything else has been a jumble. 2-2 pitch. That's nubbed foul, actually off the mitt. That was a swing and a miss, and then off the mitt of the catcher Ayers, and it rolled to the Bobcat dugout. It's a strikeout for Ajmi. But
now batting for the Bobcats.
Bryce reaches. Here's Cole Williams. So Cole Williams, the Marshall transfer, will have 2 at-bats against his former ball club. He's got to get on base. Make this thing really interesting. Ajmi, the right-handed reliever, pumps in a strike. It's 0-1. Marshall tonight has used now 6 pitchers. Heiner, the starter, went the longest. He went 4. Next one's a strike. It's 0-2. He struck out 4, walked 2, faced 17 batters. Krebs, Schofield, Burkhart, Jodway, and Ajmi to follow. Next one low and in, 1-2 the count. There is rain out there. Not raining at the ballpark now, but there is rain just to our west. 1-2 the count. Runner at first. Nobody gone. Bottom 9. 13-9 Marshall. Ajmi from the stretch and brings it home. Tap to the right side. Weakly hit. Charging and booting the ball. The Marshall second baseman. Everybody's safe. Well, that's the second error of the night. That's Kaiser on the air. So here's Ben Slanker. Nobody gone, last the 9th. Time called. We might see a pitching change here. There is activity in the Herd bullpen. It's a midweek night. I mean, this stuff happens, right? 22 combined runs, 20 combined hits, 6 combined errors, like 70 pitchers, and Marshall's going to the pen again. Well, first and second, nobody out, bottom 9, 13-9 Herd. Rain's coming, hopefully not right now, but it's coming. We'll tell you about the new Marshall pitcher after this on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Bobcat Baseball 2024 is brought to you by Labatt Blue. This season, share a Labatt. Labatt Blue, good at beer. Union Street Diner. Visit Athens' landmark diner at 70 West Union Street. Holzer Health System. Think Holzer first. Steak and Shake. Proudly serving steak burgers and milkshakes on East State Street in Athens. And by the Hugh White family of dealerships. 250 Columbus Road in Athens. Or online at visithughwhite.com.
Well, bottom of the 9th, first and second the runners, nobody out, 13-9 Marshall. And the Bobcats have forced the Herd to go back to the bullpen. Nicholas Wayrich into the game for Marshall. 6'4", 200 out of London, Ohio. So just west of Columbus, went to Urbana High School. Junior right-hander, wears 5. Nicholas Wayrich into the ballgame for the Herd. Bryce Smith on at second, Cole Williams at first. Ben Slanker is the batter now. Wayrich making his 21st appearance. He would be their closer, it would appear. Has 4 saves. He started a game. He's 2-4 with a 4.18 ERA. 51 2/3 innings of work, 45 hits, 27 runs, 24 earned. Batting average against for the Submarine save artist misses low and inside. And save artist is loose. I mean, he's got 4 of their 7 saves, but that's alliteration for the Submarine delivery. This is not normal to see. Swing and a miss, 1-1 the count. I'm pretty sure that, well, at least in MAC play and up to this point, don't know about the rest of non-con play, Ohio hasn't seen a Submarine pitcher yet. 1-1, low and away, 2-1 the count. It's not a full-on dirt scraper, if you know the Submarine with the release, but it's down there, and he spins it in. 2-1 the count, nobody gone. We are in the 9th, and the pitch inside, ball 3. 3-1 the count. So it's a different arm angle and release point, and maybe Slanker can time it up or take a ball, which he just did, and the bases are loaded again. You talk about midweek football in the MAC or Sun Belt. This is midweek baseball between the MAC and the Sun Belt. So Slanker walks. J.R. Nelson bats. Bases loaded. Nobody out. We are in the bottom of the 9th, and Ohio trails 13-9. After coming back to win 12-11 on Sunday, Nelson takes one outside. It's 1-0. Now he's a freshman, so the sample size against Submarine or sidearm deliverers is not real high. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. It peppered the outside corner. It's 1-1. He reached via an error in the 7th. Popped out, grounded out, and struck out. Hits here now in the 9th. 1-1. Just tickled the outside corner. 1-2. Well, this is righty and JR. And the righty, that sidearm submariner, out of the pen. Weirich, 1-2 pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball right side of the infield. Going to be a tough play. Well off the bag. And no play. Ohio gets a run. It's 13-10. Kaiser had to come way over. And Weirich was not able to get over there in time. And even if he did, that was a really tough angle of a throw because it was basically the base path between first and second. It is 13-10 now. Smith scores, Williams to third, Slanker to second, J.R. Nelson at first. It's an infield hit. It's RBI 13 for Nelson. Ohio's down 1 in the last of the ninth, and all of this is happening, and there's nobody out. Here's Alex Finney, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. 13-10 Herd. Ohio's out hit 12-9 now. There have been 6 combined errors, 21 combined hits, 23 combined runs, and the next one misses low and inside. 1-1 the count. Oh, my. Ohio lost 7-4 in Huntington last week. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. By comparison, that was a walk in the park. This is like riding a roller coaster at Cedar Point. 1-2 the count on Alex Finney. And that misses outside. 2-2. 13-10, Ohio down 3. Weirich, the righty, brings it home. Works from the wind. Swinging a pop-up, foul ground near the Marshall dugout. Coming over is Kaiser, and he can't make the play. It wasn't hit high enough. He read it well, but it just wasn't hit high enough for him to get under the ball. 2-2 the count. Alex Finney closing his college career, and it will be the end of his baseball career. I guess he could change his mind. Maybe the end of the season can help him do that. 2-2 pitch. Just missed outside. It's 3-2. Oh. There's nothing like baseball, and there's nothing like midweek baseball. Payoff pitch. Bouncing ball to short will bring in a run. On to second one, on to first. No, bobbled on the exchange. Lost the ball. It's an out. That's the first out. It's 13-11. Nelson out at second. No play at first. So on the exchange, Marshall was out of a chance to get a double play. Now, Greg Beals, their head coach, is out at the first base line, and he is asking about potentially some sort of contact or interference on the slide by J.R. Nelson. And it's a fair argument to make. Everything happened so quickly back of the bag at second. The second baseman, Hondras, was there. But that's all they could get. It's 13-11, corners the runners. There is no replay here. And even if there were, I don't think that's a replayable sort of play. It's a 2-run deficit now. Here's Caleb Carl. Well, Carl tonight, ground out walk, single, homer, walk. Tying run at first. Winning run at the plate. 13-11 Ohio trails, 1 gone to the bottom of the ninth. And the pitch is low. 1-0 the count from Weirich. There can't be more than 75 people in this ballpark right now, but this is high drama. Right on right here with 1 gone. Bouncing ball back to Weirich, base of the mound, takes it, throws to first in time, 2 gone. That was well out in front of the base of the mound, actually. And Weirich fielded that and threw to first. Second and third, the runners. Now that's an important part of this, too. A.J. Roush. Because Finney takes second, and a base hit ties the game. A.J. Roush at the plate. 2 for 4 tonight. singles, bookended, ground out, walk, and strikeout looking. And he takes a strike here. It's 0-1. Right-handed batter, Bobcat graduate, Bobcat leader. Second and third, 2 gone, and the pitch. Inside, 1-1. 24 combined runs. 1-1 pitch. High. 2-1. No matter what, Ohio's put itself in position to try to win this game when they were doubled up at one point. 2-1. Outside, 3-1. That's swept well outside. On deck is Trey Cassidy, Ohio's catcher. 3-1 the count on A.J. Roush. 2 gone in the ninth. Bouncing ball to second to his right. It is Hondras. Throws to first high, but holding onto the bag is Kaiser. And the ball game is over. Ohio had a chance when it didn't appear that Ohio would have a chance. But the Herd, they take the series with a sweep, winning last week 7-4 and winning tonight 13-11. 13-11 the final score. Here's the line score in the contest. For Marshall, 13 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors, 9 left. 11 runs, 9 hits, 4 errors, and 11 left for Ohio. Time of the ball game, right around 3 hours and 17 minutes. Take a look at the box score to see winning and losing pitchers and all of that. And that will come out in the wash at the end of the night. With so many pitchers used tonight, nobody qualified for the win for the Herd, but you could look at the box score online to find out all of that. Marshall improves to 18-34. The Bobcats fall to 16-31. Ohio's final games of the season will come up on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. On the air at 5:45 for a first pitch at 6 o'clock on Thursday. Friday is a 3:45 airtime for a first pitch at 4 o'clock. Then on Saturday, it's 12:45 for a first pitch at 1. And we certainly hope that you join us then. Bobcat Baseball on the Radio is supported by Labatt Blue, Union Street Diner, Holzer Health System, Steak and Shake, Hugh White, and Mott's Paint. Bobcat Baseball also supported by McDonald's, Parmar Stores, Chick-fil-A, People's Bank, the Pigskin Bar and Grill, and Hardware Hank. You've got a lot more going for you with Hank. Hardware Hank. Marshall wins it 13-11, and the Herd takes the season series with the Cats in sweep fashion. Good luck to them against Coastal Carolina this upcoming weekend. And they're trying to qualify for the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. Ohio trying to win its 5th MAC series. And a season that will not end in Avon, but still a chance to win 5 series in the MAC and close out the season the right way. Talk to you on Thursday. Thanks to Jordan Bowes for his good work with our video stream tonight. I'm Russ Eisenstein, repeating tonight's unhappy final. Marshall 13, Ohio 11. Good night from Bob Wren Stadium in Athens. This is the Great Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
You've been listening to Ohio Baseball.
Fly ball to left, deep.